Yay!
Thank
Apologise
you.
on my behalf.
So, hello to everybody watching, and double hello to you fuckers in the call. Tonight is episode 5 of chapter 4. If you counting all the episodes together, this is actually episode 26 of the D&D
Seriously?
campaign. Yeah. 26 total, but this is
Jeez.
episode 5 of 4.
I think our first session was like a year ago. Near enough, I think. Around this
Something like
time.
that. You can
Doesn't
look.
feel that long.
There's not much of a delay when they get uploaded to YouTube, so you could look at the episode 1 and just kind of knock a few days off.
Backtrack it.
Yeah. But we're continuing this episode after you have just successfully beaten off Jacob Prescott's crew on top of his ship.
Oh my.
Did what now?
Here we go.
Well, the
I
boats
can't
are
believe he done
rocking.
this.
You killed all but 3 of his crew that were on the ship at the time. Jacob actually fled onto the island through the use of Dimension Door. And you guys decided to ransack his ship a little bit, looting a few things from his supposed quarters. And you have a few moments to plan your next move. As you are currently aware of where Mr. Prescott is, you have his vessel at your mercy, and I believe you were intending on scuttling it.
Well, Nivara will step forward at this
Which is
point
when I'll hand
and
over
have
control to you guys, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And she has like a bit of a contemplative
Oh, and by the way,
look on her face.
Vlad wakes up from his coma.
Excellent.
I was about to say something like I was in a coma or in
That's what
deep
we've kind of
meditation.
done.
And
Yeah.
so you carry on. I'm trying to think, where the hell are we?
Siren's Rest. Captain?
Yeah, he's probably getting the fuses and stuff set up. As that's where we were last session. Aye.
I think we need a change of plan. I think we should beach their boat.
Right.
So,
Still twisting a fuse.
Yeah.
so you know how I messaged Prescott about a parlay? Well, he responded, and he's a little bit pissed with us, which is kind of understandable because we did attempt to kill him. So, how do I say it? We are probably going to need to work with him at some stage, so destroying his boat would not be advantageous to us, so we should beach it to give him enough time to fix the ship once they have completed their quest.
Well, we've gone from talking to him to understand what the fuck's going on to working with him. I didn't agree to
This
that.
is just, I know, but
I don't think anyone
Captain-
agreed to that.
I understand. Captain? Josiah, you said you trusted me once, no?
In a capacity, yeah.
So I hope that you will at least hear me out, basically what I am trying to say.
At this point, he'll sort of put down what he was like, the stuff he was faffing with, and sort of turn around and gaze at you.
So, you know how you wear that tower upon your chest?
Yeah.
And we believe that to be attached in some sort to Loxana and
Yeah.
Arcaea. So I have been wondering how it is that, why it is that Prescott has also been flying the same mark.
Again, yeah, I agreed with the tacit notion that we need to find out more and keep him alive, but you've flipped to working with him now. That's the bit I don't understand.
Well, I believe that you already are, in some sort of fashion. So, it suddenly kind of makes sense in a way. if you would allow me to put forward my hypotheses.
Yeah, and you sort of going a bit impatient because
He's kind of.
Yeah,
I'd
you-
Okay.
imagine you kind of like get to the point.
you've been ratcheting up this thing now. Just tell me.
Oh, okay. So I believe that you are both working for the same entity. You have
Okay.
both been sent up after Zianti. You have also both wearing the same mark. You have both been interacting with fiendish things. The fact that in Prescott's drawer there was those contracts that gave off a definitive fiendish energy. The fact that also when we were in Loxana's room, there was infernal markings everywhere. I believe it is the same entity. And I believe you are doing the same job, both trying to stop the Yuan-Ti. I even estimate maybe that the ritual that was determined to bring forth Zif's power into this world is what gave you your gift.
You sort of takes
I have
a
been,
breath a minute.
I have been wondering why it is that Loxana was specifically looking at that area and chose you to come back. I believe that you have been chosen in some way by this Zif. The same way that you are demonstrating exceptional powers. I think that is why he gets his powers too. I am
Right.
worried that if we continue to chase after them or destroy their ship, this will completely destroy any chance that we would have in stopping the Yuan-Ti threat.
Is Josiah aware of your watch? I can't.
I think we
believe-
spoke about it.
I believe it's been
when-
explained that the watch moves with events relating to what she's here to do.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
obviously
no,
the
yeah, we did
closer-
have that
and-
conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, she hasn't got into detail about it, but she has mentioned the very broad strokes.
Mm.
You're aware that if that pocket watch has both hands pointing to the top bit, which is the 12,
Hmm.
that's bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember her telling you what her actual mission was.
Nope.
But you know that it's related to whatever mission she's here to do.
No, she told us the mission.
Oh, has she?
It's
Yes,
that
I told them. Now,
Yeah.
basically, I think I mentioned that I lost time at certain points and gained time at certain points, but I don't think I've gone beyond that, if that makes sense.
So what you want to do and what I want to do are interlinked.
What do you mean?
Wow. I'm going to shut my door. I can hear my uncle being really loud for some reason.
What? Josiah just walks over to
Wanders off.
You see him,
And
walk
that's
over,
what the
you see him walk over to like an
The-
ethereal ripple in time and space. And just kind of like
no,
lost it shut.
that's what the Otto's name that's in his room is called. It's actually Uncle now. So
Oh god, no, 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 no. Let's not do that. No, because that's got connotations to slavery. Let's move away from that. Okay, so oh god, I don't have time to explain.
Okay, whatever. Just,
I don't know. Okay, cool, cool.
A familiar
Crack on.
title equals slavery. Got it.
If you had a black house slave, that was their nickname. Anyway,
Right.
Really? I didn't
yeah.
know that. Apologies.
I didn't know.
Uncle Ben's, yeah, that, yeah. Anyway,
I just thought he was an uncle and his name was Ben.
no,
That's you. You're Uncle Ben.
I am Uncle Ben, but
Now can
Okay,
Uncle
let's
Ben,
do
now
that.
can Uncle
Lost it.
Ben carry
I'm
on
getting
with
lost in the
fucking
weeds
plot,
now.
please?
we're
Yeah,
getting lost in the
pass.
weeds now.
You
So,
pass. Apologies.
so, I can't remember what I wanted to do and you want to do interlinked.
Potentially. I mean, I don't understand what you mean exactly, but I believe that due to the fact this is where it is believed that there is ancient Krieg knowledge of time, and the Yuan-Ti are ancient, it maybe something to do with that. Or maybe
Right.
it's just the fact that I have picked you all, and if you all die, I lose. Time is funny.
Hmm. I've got 2 questions. Can only you use that cube?
No.
I believe when it was
It's
given
anyone,
to
isn't it?
you, it was explained that it's anyone. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not exclusive, but obviously Nivara was the one that was given it, but it was explained in front of everyone how it works.
So it'll be like you'll say, right. Seems like the 2 solutions are speak to Jacob, speak to Ziff.
Well, there are more options.
As in?
We might need to let Prescott blow off some steam. At the moment, he has just been sort of humiliated,
Why don't you ask?
so maybe we give him some time to lick his wounds a little. Why don't we need to rush? We need to rush and actually solve the bigger problem here. That is my point. We do need to speak to Ziff, do not get me wrong, but we are not at the capacity to go to the Elves yet.
No, you're a wizard. You can make a ritual for it, I'm sure.
That is sort of what I have been working on, but at the moment I have been trying to solve this mess. What is your point?
My point is, I'll go speak to him. I can cube back.
That is stupid. He will attack you, or you will attack him.
I won't attack him.
No, but he will attack you. You have just literally humiliated him. He has more people. You're not. What is the point in you listening to me if you know what the outcome is of what you are about to do? You have not.
Well, you've got the 1 or 2 points now, Ivara. Either he's an ally and he'll work with us and he's all great and he's all mighty and everything, and I need to suck his cock, or he's going to kill me. I'm a bit confused.
That is not what I am saying. Do not
It
twist
sounds
my
like
words.
it.
No, what I am saying is that whilst he is still not a great person, I understand that, he could be a helpful ally in the fight against the auntie.
And
This
you
is
say,
bigger than all of
so
us.
if I go speak to him now, he'll kill me. So so where's this great ally thing coming into place then?
Because he is trying to stop the Yuan Ti. This is something that is important
But
to you,
he's
no?
going to kill us. Where's
If
this
we
in your
go and
faces?
talk to him right now,
Well, I feel like you're going to try and put me off. This is not going to happen. You're going to try and dangle string in front of me. And we never fucking get to this.
Car keys, car keys.
Yeah.
Look shiny over there. Go that way.
No, literally.
that is something I do.
Yeah, it's like
Let's
it's
stop.
like Josiah, jingle, jingle.
Mm.
That is not what I am trying to do. I am being straightforward with you. You do understand how much it must have taken for me to say this to you, and I already know that you are, frankly, not my biggest fan. I am trying to help. And if you want to use this vendetta as a way to essentially sign a death contract for all of us, or what is it? Sign our death warrant, that is it. Go ahead, but I will stand here and I will say that I am against this.
Do you have another magical essence to send a sending spell?
Not today. And I do not think he will listen to it. We are currently destroying his ship. I recommend we beach it and we leave.
And you currently have about 7 Ottos stood over the last surviving members of his crew that were on the ship.
Oh,
I
yeah.
should specify, because he has got more on the land because you saw them.
Oh, we can
Yeah.
send a message with his crew assuming we're letting them go.
I mean, they are just men following orders. I am very sorry, but I am struggling to understand why it is that you are suddenly getting so. I understand this is important to you because was it not Charlotte Hinge who killed you? But you were brought back. In fact, I think that they knew you were going to be brought back. I thought you all said that you were pirates and you are dangerous people who have done great crimes. Why is it now that you are upset?
He just stares at you for a second.
Just while this is
Awkward.
going,
Navarra
I'm
will
gonna say
stare
just
back
just
and
while
like
this
lift up her chin a little,
just while
like
this
she's
is
not
going
backing
on,
down.
because obviously this is public and in front of all the other crew, i.e., players. Does anyone else do anything while this back? Because like while they're having this like quick stare off, does anyone react in any way?
We're on the top deck.
They're on
or
the
we
top
under-
deck
Yeah.
of Prescott's ship.
We just general lookout for, or the rest of his men massing on the beach, or anything.
Not that you can see.
Okay.
The beach is clear. The three are not show on the three that on your ship aren't showing any signs of resistance. They know where a fight's not worth the fight.
Yeah.
Where they've got like 6 Ottos T-posing over them.
Oh, they tied up.
No, I don't believe you
Don't think-
did. But
We've got enough Ottos that we don't need
But
to.
they're like sat cross-legged. They're surrounded by like 3 or 4 each. You took their, I would imagine at the very minimum, you took their weapon away. You did speak to them at one point, and they were talking. They didn't seem like they had fight in
Honestly.
them. Like, yeah, they were like, there's no, because you basically threatened them with, if you don't tell us what we want to hear, we'll kill you. And it's just kind of like, well, do what the fuck you want. This is what it is. This is what I know. Like, what more do you want? They were kind of like resigned and flippant at that point, but openly honest. Seems like no one else is doing anything, so back to you two.
Yeah, he'll just say, go work on that damn ritual. And he'll walk over to the 3 captives,
Yep, so you'll
pick
jump
them up,
back out,
and
yeah.
start moving them back onto their ship.
Yeah, and like with the tentative like jump and stuff because they don't want to fucking dive in the water. Like, yeah, they'll jump back over. They're not gonna fight you. They're just gonna follow whatever you're doing or making them do, I should say.
He'll very quickly write a brief letter, which I'll send to you, DM, and then he'll just tell them to fuck off onto the island.
Yeah. Which they'll use the rowboat that's on Prescott's ship because your rowboat is beached on the island already, about a mile down shore.
Oh, yeah.
I think Navarra probably watches for a few seconds before kind of like nodding towards everybody and going down to her
Right,
officey
so
room thing.
you want us to deliver this letter to Prescott for you?
Yes.
Right. Like Bruce, the one that you're speaking with, which is one of the people that obviously you remember, and he remembered you eventually. We'll fold it and put it in like his inside vest pocket so it doesn't get like sodden. They'll eventually be led to the rowboat where you'll obviously a couple of you will lower the boat down.
Yeah, I was going to put them onto their boat, like the thing that's sinking, to say, get the sails and
right.
just and beach it. Like that's what I was saying.
Oh, I thought you meant like put them on. Okay, no, that's fine then. So yeah, you'll like they'll slowly like because obviously 3 men organizing this ship is a lot. But they'll slowly do what they can and get the ship and turn it towards shore and like slowly sail it. Obviously, the rest of you that are on the ship, unless anyone wants to stay on their ship, will jump back. I will assume, unless someone tells me otherwise, that you leave their ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that's going to be awkward.
Barney just stays there watching.
Yeah.
Bye, my lover. I'll put you back on the region map as you guys watch their ship just slowly turn. You'll see Bruce on the wheel. You'll see the other two like pivoting the sails and stuff, and you'll see after like 10 or 15 minutes it'll mound itself on a sandbank. What's next?
So, what's the plan then, Captain?
He just stares at it, watching it go away.
Okay. I'll wander off and leave him to brood.
Is there any command to make the Ottos leave with the ship and go anywhere?
Yeah, you'll probably you'll tell him to go to Ivory Sands.
Setting course for Ivory Sands, Captain. And silently, you'll see the Ottos organize. The 2 dead Ottos will be dragged below deck, and you don't know where they get taken after that point. The ship begins to move. I forgot tabletop audio. I will put that on now while someone says something dramatic in character.
Beans.
That was
No.
fantastic.
Someone's going to pick up some slack because the 2 of the characters that push things along aren't talking, so someone's got to.
I'll head over to Nivara then.
Oh, I'm down in my room, and I imagine that she's working half on a plan of what they should be doing next, and basically not telling anybody about it because she might send it up to the captain, like in letter format at some point about like what she would suggest to do.
Mommy and Daddy
understands
are talking but level.
they're texting, and half working on the ritual as she was commanded to do so. So yeah.
Yeah, so a ritual to go to the hells. Okay.
Paula,
Need help?
well, you have understanding of planar travel?
No.
Oh no!
This is okay. I mean, you are intelligent and quite brilliant. So,
What
have
do you
you
want?
never been to another plane?
Hmm?
Have you never been to another plane or come from another plane?
No. Not that I'm aware, anyway.
Ah, how odd.
Should I have?
I just meant because of. It is fine. So, the basic structure of the ritual is obviously to essentially speed up time. No, it's to reverse times. That is what I'm trying to do. But in order to do that, we need to go to wherever her soul is after we committed the body.
I thought we were doing the one
It.
to go to the hells.
It's a combination of both. You know.
Right.
The ritual, I think, will need to be 2 parts, and in order we get the body ready and send the soul back. But we need to do that. We need to go to the hells and figure out where she is. But I suspect
Right.
as well that Archaea is doing that. But I don't actually know how Archaea fits into all of this. I don't trust him 100% anymore, which is interesting because I don't really trust many people. So, just another one. Are you sure you've never travelled planes?
I think I'd know.
So you have always been here despite being Fae?
Faye?
Oh, please, do not insult my intelligence. You are a Fae creature, you are a changeling. No?
The eyes just wide and like, well, what do you mean?
I
What's a changeling?
You changed your face and body, but you did not speak no spell, and I do not believe that you have the ability to, not speak spells. I always see you use your verbal and somatics and your material components, but there was none for this. Also, I know that's I have this spell, when you use disguise self, that's your clothes change, your clothes did not change, you are a changeling. A fake creature.
My hand is on my rapier.
She doesn't even notice, she's just still going. You know, a fake creature that is able to change their shape and body, their face.
Yep. I draw my sword and point it at her.
Oh. I mean, no offense.
Oh,
You okay?
Sorry?
You okay with changelings? You know what they are, right?
She puts like a fingertip on like the rapier and begins to push it away a little bit. Because
Just a little bit
rapiers
of
is all about the
resistance.
poking. Yeah.
I am a literal time wizard. If I was weirded out by a changeling, I
People normally
think
freak out. You know, the monster from the fairy tales, the child snatchers.
they are basic people. You know, they do a job and they carry their eggs from the chickens in the morning and cook breakfast, and we are not like those people. You are brilliant. You are a wonder. Like, you are able to literally change your shape to whatever you wish it to be. I imagine, Niles is a persona, no? Another version of you.
Yeah.
Of course. That is why I thought it odd, though I thought it must just be because you are a half-elf, and we obviously, as elven descendants and elves do, we have the ability to be a little bit more androgynous, that I was just assuming your gender, but now it makes total sense. Sorry, I do not mean to pry, but that is why I was a little surprised when you said that you have never travelled planes, because you are a fae creature, like Barnet.
Ish. I guess. I don't really know much. I've always been here.
Oh. That is why you're working for the Baroness. You are literally one of the perfect spots. Oh, why you chased down that guy with me. Oh, and like I say, brilliant. That is why you are trying to hide the fact that you are actually quite intelligent, and you just want money and to fit in. And you
No,
are
I do
so
just
much
want
more.
money into fit.
Oh, never mind. That will come with time. Do not worry as well. I will not tell anybody. I believe that I will leave that very interesting conversation for you. And it's not mine to tell
But
anybody.
I haven't gauged whether they'd be okay with it.
I suspect that they would all probably be completely fine with it. Like, literally, we have a rabbit man, a Harangon in our party. We also have Josiah and his fuckery and stuff, which I will need to talk to him with maybe when we're on better standing and when he doesn't eat my guts. And maybe Vlad. I don't know what Vlad's deal is, but he seems to maybe have a darker past than I originally thought. And then there is Dax, and I'm pretty sure there is something wrong with Dax. Very, very wrong.
Yeah.
I just mean he is able to not breathe underwater, but he has the literal complexion of a dead man. Something not quite right with that man. No?
I don't know.
It's just a
Yeah.
goth swimmer, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't need to breathe at all.
Also, why does he keep covering his face? I do not know whether he's just missing everything down there, but he does not speak as if he has no jaw. He speaks as if he has one,
Maybe he's just
but
fuck
he is
ugly.
hiding. I mean, maybe. I do not know. Do you feel better?
I don't know. Well, at least you're not going to kill me. That's normally the response I get.
I mean, I never said that, but I'm not going to kill you for being a changeling.
Okay.
I am joking.
Needs work.
No, I think you have just never been around people that have a darker sense of humor, shall we say. But do not worry, like I say, I will keep your secret for however long you want to keep it.
Thank you.
No problem. So,
Though
if
it
you
would be
piss me
useful.
off, I
It
will
would be
more
useful
likely...
to get it out. So I can actually use my skills a bit more.
Yes!
But
You're... Why? I I'm pretty sure that Josiah will not mind if you know, have the ability to change shape.
He's either gonna really like it or hate
I do
it.
not think he will fetishize it. He does not seem the sort. And I do not think he will hate it. I think it would be more he will accept it. He is a fairly laid-back man. Despite, being on this path, I feel like before all this has happened to him, he was probably quite a good person to be around. Despite, all his immaturities and whatnot. He seems more on your level. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Can't tell if that's an insult or not.
Nobody can. Good chat. Do you actually want to have, or did you just come down here because you felt obliged because, I just got chewed out by our captain?
Oh, also he's moping. So I thought I'll give him some space. And yeah, now let's have a go at this ritual.
Okay, so and she will start to show like the basics of what she's got in place. The fact that she is trying to essentially change the patches of time on a person's body and soul. She thinks it's unlocking basically. You can see the basic structure of her trying to revert the time back on somebody's soul and to tether it back to a body. It's basic, but it's starting to be there.
This
Do
conversation.
you understand? Yeah, thank you.
I'm going to say, and this conversation into the details of the ritual that is being prepared carries on as the ship sullies its way northwards to the top of Siren's Rest, and then eastwards towards the Ivory Sands outpost yet again, which is slowly becoming the party's go-to place when they don't know what they're doing.
It's almost like a geographically central trading hub.
That you all started at as well, yeah.
Yeah. Well.
It's a home base. Leave us
For her
alone.
convenience, yeah.
At some time later on in the day, when it's been a couple of hours, and I'm guessing we've taken a break or whatever.
Yeah.
Can I find Dax if it's not too much trouble, please?
I can't see it being too much trouble unless Dax is like dangling off the starboard bow or something.
I'll just be uncling around somewhere.
I would imagine. Plus, it's also easy enough for you, Novara, to go to the Otto. Where's Dax? And one of the Ottos instantaneously will go, Dax is currently resting in his room and has been in there for 43 minutes.
Okay, so yeah, I'll go to Dax's room.
It's like a CCTV surveillance system because they have eyes everywhere on the ship and you can just immediately find somebody or something.
Yeah, it's brilliant. And then I'll knock on Dax's door. Dax, may I have a moment of your time?
Of course.
Thank you. Hello. I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about some stuff and ask for a little favour.
Okay.
Can you give me another reading, please?
A what?
A reading? With your cards?
Of course.
And
I'll get the, yeah.
Please.
Okay.
And as he starts to do the deck and everything, he's like, I feel that very early on we made the sort of bond where I could trust you to tell me the truth. And I am worried that everything we have done since could have potentially changed, well, what the reading might be.
Hopefully the reading won't change too much.
I
But
hope so, Dad.
nothing's ever set in stone.
As you lay the cards out and you prepare for the ritual, you lay them out, you have Novara sit opposite. Very proper tarot reading, like fortune teller style. You lay all the cards down, face down, and you kind of move your hands over them and kind of feel like where the cards pull. You feel a slightly intoxicating warmth over the one card as you lift it up and it glues to your hand as you reveal the artifact.
So there is, yeah.
And you try and put the card back down, and it's not tacky, but it feels like it should be, as the card is sticky to the hand. As you also place that one down and continue moving over, you find the card of the Executioner. This one's cold, but just as important. But it doesn't seem to stick to your hand in any, like, unusual way like the first card.
Yeah.
Can you make for me, as you're doing the final card, an Arcana check?
Can I tell that something has gone wrong?
Nope.
Damn it!
While you are aware of how a Toroka deck works, I don't believe you have ever used one.
Nope.
So you would not have a clue. As you go to pick
So I
up
can
one card,
change time.
and you feel the pull of one card, as you're about to pick it up, it seems to lose all gravitation, and another card from a different part of the layout shoots into your hand and almost like interjects and kind of like, no, 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 me. And you end up pulling the card, the Innocent. The Innocent, however, is inverted. If you would like, make an insight check to maybe get a bit more explanation on what these cards mean.
Yeah, what does it mean? I'm so confused. This is not what I got last time.
No, I don't believe any of these were what you got last time.
The artifact was. The
Was
other
it?
two I didn't. No. But I don't even trust that the third one's right, because, yeah. Something weird has just happened.
Okay. As you're aware, the artifact card, Dax, typically represents the importance of a physical object that must either be obtained, protected, or destroyed. Something like to the person that's... So there's obviously something important to Nivara, an item that is one of those three.
Yeah.
The Executioner card... And in regards to the stickiness, you're not too sure what that could mean. In regards to the Executioner card, this typically represents the imminent death of a rightly or wrongly convicted crime, false accusations, and unjust prosecution. Whether the coldness has any significance or in a particular way, you don't know, but that it typically refers to someone that has either died or is soon to die from the result of being convicted of a crime, whether they did it or not.
Yeah.
Finally, the Innocent card, which is the one that jumped into your hand over another card. Its typical representation is a being of great importance whose life is in danger, who either might be helpless or unaware of their peril. The fact that it was inverted would typically skew the meaning in one of a few ways. Either it could either mean they're not the person that's in danger, but probably the person that is the danger to someone else. It could be reflected in some other different way, like maybe it's inverting the meaning of peril. Maybe it's like someone who needs aid or something like that. It's hard to tell because when a card comes out inverted, it's pretty vague, because obviously there's a lot of different ways the meaning of a card can be translated. It could even be that the card doesn't reflect the person you're reading it to, like, fully, because it's inverted, because it's not for them. And that's what you got. Obviously now you can regurgitate that however Dax would, but that's obviously what Dax picks up.
Can I reshuffle the cards and try again?
I would say, just for the simple fact of stopping, like, abusing mechanics, there's probably, like, an unspoken cooldown. Just for the simple fact of just stopping, because we agreed, didn't we, not to, like, overuse the deck too much. So there's probably some reason as to why you can't just, like, do a reading 10 times in a row on the same person.
The
But-
hands are fake, need a little rest.
Yeah. Yeah. The deck's not ready for round 2. Give big deck energy a little time, okay?
Big deck, little deck.
No cardboard
And the
boxes.
deck.
Aww.
But yeah, leave your deck alone and tell Novara what you got.
So the first one which stuck to my hand, the artifact.
Does that
Are we
make
after?
sense?
Are we after anything particular?
The staff and its its attachments.
That would be that big.
We had a big discussion about this, not only a little. Oh yes, okay. I want to get the rest of the staff put together so that I will get more power. That is it. Or it could be referring to my watch, my pocket watch. Either or.
Either one.
What does the next one mean?
The next one that went cold was the executioner. So it could be someone's death, someone's been convicted of something either rightly or wrongly, with false applications. I don't know who that would be for.
Interesting. I did not get that last time.
No.
I believe I got the horseman, which I think
You got the
was something to
marionette
do
as
with.
your second card.
No, that was my third card. The
Was it?
second was the horseman, which I think was to do with death or something. But like I was trying to either.
They bring
I think
her
it was
off, yeah.
Yeah.
inverting. I think it was the opposite. So I was trying to prevent a big death. I think is
Right.
what it said. But now it's switched to an executioner. Interesting. Okay. And the last one?
This one's the most confusing. Had he just jumped out to me randomly at the last moment?
It specifically
The
as
innocent.
well did it over a card that was pulling to you and you was about to pick up and it pushed it out the way.
Yeah. This one's the innocent, although I'm not 100% sure what this will actually mean.
Oh, intriguing. Does he mention about the fact that there was another card that was pulling towards him?
You saw it. Because
Yeah.
the way I imagine like the gravitational pull is you'll see the card slightly like wiggling and shifting, and just as he was about to like bend the bottom of the card and like lift it up, it kind of like another card shunted itself into his hand.
And he couldn't see what that original card was?
No.
He can't see that? No. Okay.
Perhaps it
interesting.
might be with
was also
trying at
inverted.
a later time.
Don't forget.
Yeah.
And what does the innocent mean?
Being of great importance, his life might be in danger. But we don't know who it would be. But whether being inverted, it could change the meaning. That's why it's not very clear.
Okay. Thank you, Dax.
You're welcome.
You give me a lot to think about.
I'm always here if you want another reading.
Oh, I appreciate that. How did you get the ability?
Novara,
Hello?
as you're like talking, you feel because you on like just under like your sleeve, you feel like something cold just like running down your arm just a tiny bit.
Can I look down, like, just the briefest of glances?
You
I'm just trying to see
notice
what's going
that
on.
your sleeve, like, it's got a couple of spots of red on it.
Excuse me, Dax, I just need a few moments. Can we resume this conversation at a later date?
Of course.
And she'll kind of, like, hide her arm away a little bit.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And she kind of, like, does a little bow of, like, you know, proper respecty thing, Yumajigi, and rushes out of the room and goes back to her own room and takes a look. What the hell is going on? Am I believing?
Puzzled?
when you pull the sleeve back and like the sea salt saturated air kind of gets to it, it starts to sting a little bit as you notice that something has carved something into the top epidermis layer of your skin.
What? Okay.
And you
What is
notice
it?
they are letters in common. 2 letters and a word underneath. 2 letters are Z and B, so Zulu and Bravo for phonetical explanation. And then underneath, coming. I will put it in the chat just so ZB.
And it's carved into my skin by
Into your
something.
forearm. It's not deep. Like I said, it's the epidermis. So, but it's enough. And the thing is, it's. Have you ever seen scarification tattoos where they literally like carve?
Yeah.
It's like that.
A bit like sorry for the thing, but like in Harry Potter where he's like writing on the paper and it starts appearing on his hand. That's what I'm imagining.
Yeah, but rather than just like a burn mark on top of, it's like pieces of skin have been like removed. It will heal and fade with easy enough rest and magic because D&D, but it is a lot more grim. And yeah, what you notice is there's like some blood that's starting to like trickle from like the corners of it, where obviously it's gone a little deep in some places. It's not enough to do damage, like, so no like damage actually taken, but it's enough to be noticed and felt.
Can I do a history check or some sort of check to try and see if I can guess what the ZB stands for? The ZB?
Go for it.
What check do you want me to do?
What do you want to do?
Let's see. I want to try and figure out what the Z and B could mean. Like, is it a name?
Yeah, so,
is it
so
location?
What type of check do you want to draw upon? Like, what skill do you want to draw upon that you think will be most useful here?
I'm going to do a history check to see if I recognise those initials.
That's a solid generic one. The only reason why I was asking is because, like, say if you assumed it to be a devil, a religion check might be more effective, or if you think it's a... Like, do you get what I mean? There is more special... History is a good baseline, whereas there are more specialised skills, depending on what the answer might be. Assuming you're right, because if you pick wrong, even if you rolled nat 20, you might be wrong, but history's a good start.
Okay. I'll start with a history to at least point me in the right direction of what it might mean. Come on. I mean, 15 ain't bad.
Okay.
It's not good as it would be, but 15's pretty decent.
ZB coming is... It's a very light on information explanation of anything, and it's really difficult to get an idea of what. It could be a name, it could be a place, it could be an object, it could be a thing. The only thing that with the 15, the only thing that really jogs to your memory is you noticed the cold, cool sensation, which you now know to be, it was when blood was running down your arm a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
The sensation began happening when you were talking about that third card of the Taroka reading.
The Innocent.
The one that seemed to act unusually.
And the opposite.
Make an insight check. This is
Okay.
this is a difficult DC.
Okay. Never mind.
It was just more
Yeah.
a case of you were trying to, because obviously it happened. You felt the sensation, so you get the obvious assumption that whatever is on your arm happened during that talk about that specific card. But nothing comes to mind initially with what that could mean.
Back in my room, can I kind of like look around at this point and just like almost like try and lock the door a little bit, and then I'm going to call out going, hello? like I did with the fucking Zasmora. You know?
Yeah.
I could call out into the openness
No, that's...
something's obviously listening to me, so or around me in some form, so yeah. Let's see if it works.
You call out, hello? Is anyone there?
We?
No response. No response to your calls.
Yeah, I'm left you on red.
Yeah. They'd
Yeah.
be coming. Would I at least kind of think that the Z could stand for Zif, which we kind of knew as a devil?
Well, yeah, Zif, even in Infernal script, is still a Z. It's Z in common script as well, so yeah, very possible.
Never known a devil to have a surname, but
No, that's actually a good point, and I would say Nivara would be aware of that it's extremely rare. It's not unheard of, but it's extremely rare. It's typically a singular name and titles. There's never multiple names to a fiend.
So just so I'm not like gonna go off on a crazy spin with this. So it seems like it could potentially be initials because there's nowhere on the map with those.
Very good possibility. Out of all of the options, obviously, referring to a name is probably a very strong one. A name or a place, I would probably say, is the most likely.
And this is some sort of individual. It looks like that was ZB. Was it? It was in that pattern, wasn't it? ZB and then coming underneath.
Yeah, ZB and then underneath coming. So whoever this ZB is referring to, it is coming. Whether you to it or it to you, or you know what I mean, generally speaking.
Shit. Okay. Otto? I will find the nearest Otto.
Yes, Nivara.
Do I tell the others? I mean,
Do you
this is
tell
sort
the
of-
others what, Nivara?
never mind.
Okay.
Where is everybody?
Dax is currently in his room, putting away his tarot cards. Vlad is currently in his room, meditating. Barnet is currently on the deck of the ship, wandering. Pola is currently on the deck of the ship, approaching Josiah. Josiah is currently in his quarters. I'm just assuming for Pola, don't worry.
It works, yeah.
Would you like me to send a message to one?
I want to, but at the same time, I don't know if they would listen.
Okay.
Alexa, do people love me?
That's literally what's going on.
Aww.
She sort of looks towards the Otto and then slowly closes the door and kind of gets
Do you
some
still
bandages
need
and
my
wraps it up.
assistance, Nivara?
No. Thank you. It is fine.
I will continue my duties. And
then
you'll
she'll
just
just,
hear
like,
the
wrap
clumps
something.
of step, step, step.
And then she will sit at her desk and try to work on things, but just being reminded of the fact that something is coming for her. And it kind of unnerves her a little bit, so yeah. You can move over to somebody else that's just screwed with it. This was literally Nivara's worst day so far. Just saying. Somebody's coming after her. Someone tried to attack her, and the person who said that they trusted her no longer trusts her anymore, so what's she gonna do, eh? Fun day. Cool.
I've got something unless anyone else?
Josiah wins the bid.
Yeah.
Well, he was just going to send an auto war be jump scare Polar and summon her to the captain's quarters.
No, okay.
Enough.
I was thinking of coming to see if you were alright anyway, but yeah.
Yeah. Wait, you're probably on the way to the deck and it just appears like
So
around the corner of the deck.
As Polar like reaches the last set of steps up onto the actual top deck before then turning towards the captain's door, Polar, one of the Ottos that is currently doing the rigging on the ship, turns to you and goes, "Boo."
What?
You said jump scare her.
No, I didn't order it. I just assumed that they just silently leap out at you. No, I didn't order it to. That's what I assume it does because they just walk silently and then they appear around the corner.
Well, instead of saying boo, it kind of just turns and immediately looks at Polar and just goes, "The captain would like to see you in his quarters."
Yeah, well, on my way there anyway.
Polar is already
Yeah,
on the way. She will be with you momentarily.
Door opens immediately. So I'm like 10 feet
Polar
away.
is here.
You alright?
What I was just going to say, as she's walking in, I am trying to figure out like devil summoning on my own. Can I do an Arcana check to see if I have the foggiest idea where to start?
Or a religion check.
Okay, they're both the same.
DC's dependent.
So nope.
I've drawn like I'm just trying to like draw
You
one of those
are-
pentagrams and failing.
You are aware, through various tales and misfortunes befelled upon pirates of old and legend, that unless you know the right words and the right scripture, it is possible to summon specifically a fiendish entity when you are at your lowest point. When you are on the borderline of desperation and will do almost anything for whatever it is you need, someone would always listen.
And that's what you walk
even with
into,
the natural
yeah.
one, you would be aware of
The tales always start with, yeah.
Yeah, the man that had nothing left, like one final cry out to the world and something listened, and then you hear about 6 months later how he's either turned into this awful monstrosity or he's become the most villainous person known to man. It never
That's how a warlock is made, yeah.
the tales never end well in the ones you know of. They always end in misery.
Damn it, I'm just trying to be a little bit more independent of that elven witch. As you walk in, that's probably just
So not okay. Okay.
angry.
Do we have a plan? Do we know what's going on?
In terms of what? Where we go next?
Yeah.
I was going to kill Jacob. That's what I was going to do.
Yeah.
It,
Seemed like a simple enough plan.
it did at the time, didn't it? And this is the day I've been afraid of. What comes next? What if not? If I couldn't?
Well, I think it would either been you or him, but this elven witch has thrown a spanner in the works.
I don't
Do you
actually.
think she's
really-
right?
I think she's right, but what pisses me off is I don't think she would follow her own advice.
Right.
If I didn't think she was right, I wouldn't have followed her advice. But I think she's right. But I think if she was on the other foot, cutlass in the other hand, I think she would do what I was doing. But because this is interfering,
She'd have done what she wanted to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she has said that she would do that as well.
Yeah. So that's why I'm annoyed.
One rule for you, one rule for her.
Yes, I won't be annoyed forever. I'm not going to hurt her, but I am just annoyed at her. And the captain doesn't have a paddy, or he doesn't drink himself into a fit, and he doesn't walk up, like, doesn't storm off. I just gave order, and then I did what I needed to do.
Yeah, I'm just watching, letting him vent.
Yeah.
A few like moments go by of like various comments towards Nova.
What he would say is that he didn't say, but the next thing I'm gonna do is help Loxana. She did me a favour. I'm not dead. Gotta help Loxana. That's my next thing. I need to speak. I've sent a letter to Jacob. And I want to speak to Ziff.
Right.
Because in some way or another, they're giving me the powers through Loxana. Don't know how that really works, but seems like that's the case. So, speaking to them, was it him, her, them? I don't know.
Her, him, Zimbalor.
Yay!
Don't mention him.
You realise that ZB is like in Zinzan's Zimbalor?
Well, I put on the Twitch chat. I put on the Twitch chat. Triple Z incoming.
I ignored it tastefully. I did see it, but I chose to ignore
Oh no! I get He's on his way! Yay! No.
Daddy Zim's on the way.
What did you put in the?
No. Well, because you're the only person I can trust.
What did you put in the?
Which, yeah, Ben knows this, but Josiah doesn't. So it's quite funny. He'll be like, the only person I can probably trust at the minute. I want to meet him at Ivory Sands. It's neutral. It's policed in some format. I need to know what the fuck's going on. Aye.
Nice. You think he'll come?
I don't know. But I've done my part.
Fair enough.
He knows I can't really fuck him there. I'll sort of break all the rules. Not just bend some of these parlay rules he says we've been doing. And do you know anything about devil summoning? I doubt you do, but
you may roll Polar if you wish. You can roll either history or religion.
I really feel for her being in the middle. She's like having
religion.
it's the same conversation.
You're aware it's obviously possible, but it would take someone with knowledge of either celestial or infernal scriptures.
Yeah.
Because it's just not something that a normal person can do unless the devil randomly hears somebody and decides to just turn off. But that's like needle in a haystack type of chance. It normally takes someone with the ability to make direct contact, someone powerful.
It's not the school I've been focused on. Ivar was working. Well, I think she's more focused on the time one.
Yeah.
I'm honest.
Well, yeah. Oh, for Loxana.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Oh,
Real quick to interject.
I'm helping.
Real quick to interject. Dax.
Yeah.
What are you doing right now? After
that.
Vara left, you've put your cards away.
No, I'll be inspecting the cards at the minute.
Right. Make an Arcana check.
It's like, what the hell's going on with these cards?
That's
Oh
the
my
second
God.
nat one.
What
on this
is
Arcana.
going on?
No, but that's his second nat one specifically on this Arcana roll.
It's all the Arcana rolls. They've all been
Dice.
natural ones.
Dice are doing their thing.
The dice are just
No
saying
one
nobody.
talks to the fucking
Like,
wizard.
the dice are saying no plot for anybody. No plot. Like you know the woman from Incredibles, no capes, no plot.
Yeah.
No plot. As you like thumbing through the cards one by one, you feel a sharp pain, as if you've just put your thumb in candlelight. You were gonna
No.
take.
I was going to say, like, paper cut.
Fucking hell! You take 6 points of fire damage.
Jesus Christ.
I'll just drop the
Fire?
cards on the floor.
Mhm.
One of them's
Jesus.
burning carp.
The cards land on the floor and like the deck kind of explodes and like the cards just shatter and scatter scatter everywhere. And as you look at the you kind of like put your thumb in your mouth and like kind of like, you know what I mean, try and like moisten it because it feels like you just burnt your thumb like real fucking bad. And you'll notice that your right thumb now, you can just see black singe marks. And as you look at the cards on the floor, they're in the shape of 2 letters. Don't think there's any points for guessing the letters.
Saying one, I'm guessing. Can I do a history check on it?
Yeah,
How was Sasmora spelled? It wasn't with a Z, was it?
it was.
No,
Oh,
it wasn't.
I know it was Sasmore and not Sasmore.
Yeah. Yeah, I just...
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
hell, Dax.
This
you need to
Senora.
change it from Z and B, because Zasmora was with an S. If it is, that's on them lines.
You try and remember off the top of your head if there's anybody in your past, in your present, that like has any resemblance to the initials ZB. And obviously with that roll, you're gonna get fuck all from me, bud.
Yeah. I have my suspicion of one person, but without knowing any details.
Mhm.
Oh,
And to most of the party, the nearby Ottos will just explain. Dax has just received physical harm.
Oh. Should we rush off to
Yeah,
find out what?
it would be like, where is he?
Because I'd imagine, although it would have been very short, it would have been like, "Ah, you fucking-" you know what I mean?
Yeah. I will be...
yeah.
Just for
Yeah.
just for drama's sake, Pola looked like she was going to say something, and then the Otto chimed in.
Yeah.
A number of you rush to Dax's, and very quickly you'll start hearing knocks on your door, Dax, from various crew members.
Yeah, I'll open the door.
Are you okay?
Yeah, these cards aren't playing today. Got bloody burnt.
Did you...
You'll see
What?
the cards on the floor in the shape of 2 letters.
Hmm.
Okay. N and Smiley. Oh, is that B?
No, it's an N and buck teeth.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's me.
History check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I?
Hopefully someone will get something.
We'll just keep throwing numbers at the problem.
Yeah.
18.
I was gonna say the dice are gonna fucking hell.
Oh my god.
What is with it?
Hang on. Let me double check. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nat 1s so far this session. Out of 10 rolls, 40% of the party's rolls so far have been natural ones.
Sweet lord.
Holy fuck!
What's Roll20 doesn't like us tonight.
Mhm.
Also, have we long rested, by the way? Just
No,
for-
not yet.
You have not.
No.
Okay, okay.
Nothing comes to mind. No ZB comes to mind, Polar. Same with you, Josiah. Nothing immediately, at least. Does Nivara or Vlad or Barnet go? Or is it just Polar and
Think-
Josiah?
Nivara, hearing people, a load of people outside, will eventually pop her head out and kind of be standing in the door at this point and see it on the floor. Ah.
Does
What
ZB
happened,
mean
Dax?
anything?
I thought it was just for me, not for everybody, but it seems like it is all of us.
And at this point, she's like unwinding the bandage that she put round her arm to show the scratchings in her arm.
I thought maybe there was an assassin after me now, because I had revealed who it was, and I know that you guys aren't really my biggest fan at the moment, so you might have somehow notified somebody.
I'm angry at you, but I'm not a snitch.
I wasn't saying that you were. But anyway, ZB.
Any insight on that? Since he bit my hand off.
Well, I don't recognize.
Can I do a religion check, Danny? Thinking that it might be the devil that we're thinking of.
Yes, you
Fine.
may.
Please, thank you. Trying to see if it's ZB something or something like that.
Other than that one.
Don't even
Oh no, but it's still a
fucking
bloody low
Don't even.
roll. Oh my god, I have a plus
I've-
7. Why am I rolling so bad?
I've got an inspiration point. Can I give her my inspiration point?
You know what? I'm gonna be fair here, and I'm gonna do you one better.
Okay.
I'm gonna allow you to use your inspiration point as a rather than a reroll, as like a I forget the
To
exact term.
inspire.
No,
Help
like
act.
a,
Yeah,
like a scenario
Assist.
thing, like where
Okay.
I forget the exact term. I've heard it before. Dax,
Fake
Oh,
dice.
basically.
Dax,
Hmm.
with everything that has gone on recently, and with everyone talking, and with how I'd imagine Nivara briefly explains when you noticed the issues with your arm. And it
Yes.
happened when you were talking about the one card that acted very erratically and unusually and was inverted.
The innocent card.
And something clicks. It was when you were talking about the innocent card that this ZB kept coming up. And the fact that it's inverted can sometimes mean it's not necessarily referring to the person that's having the reading done. And the way it jumps into your hand is almost as if the card that was going to be
For
picked up,
you.
the card that was going to be picked up was Nivara's. This card shunted itself in the way and disrupted the reading. It's possible, like Nivara just said, that might have been your card, bud.
Oh.
Now, this is where Adam's got to put his big boy pants on and remember his backstory.
Oh, I remember this one.
I'm guessing we're all just standing there looking at him as he goes dead, like, you know, when you get that
Quiet
far away
from-
look. Yeah.
That?
We might be in danger.
Why?
Uh-oh.
Tell us something we don't know.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
we are really in danger all of the time, so...
As
you
you
know?
as you start this realization, you notice the cards start shuffling themselves back into a deck on the floor.
Oh,
Okay,
boy.
you might want to start talking, Dax. Now. Why are you
Yes.
laughing?
They're the cards.
You're laughing at the cards. Did you just laugh at the fucking
You are
cards?
unhinged.
Yeah.
Absolutely unhinged. Honestly.
Oh, yes.
Who is ZB?
My former mentor.
Okay.
Zariel Bumbled. What's it? Zariel?
Zariel.
Zara Bumbled. Sorry.
Zara Belmont.
Balmont. Sorry.
Oh my word. So she is coming? Oh, is she? What did she do? Why should we be afraid?
She's a high lady, but a very dangerous one.
A hired lady? What do you mean?
A high
You mean
lady.
A high lady?
Noble.
No.
Oh, okay. So we should be worried about her because she has power?
More than you think.
Is she magical?
Yes.
Can she
Okay,
teleport
can we-
here?
If she had the right means, location to the possibility.
Well, I think she has
You.
because she obviously saw we were here. Sorry, Paula.
Oh, she can probably just teleport to Dax, right?
Yes. Also, she has already been making herself known.
Well, is it
Can
her
we stop
though?
being vague? Well, this is it. Can we stop being vague and can you tell us a little bit more about why it is that she would come here?
Yeah, it's not nice, is it?
Yes.
Are you really right now, Paula? We will have
And I'll-
talks later.
Oh,
Start
it's a
digging that
joke.
hole.
It's a
It
joke.
wasn't very funny.
Hmm.
Jokes need
I'll
to be funny.
basically, I'll drop my Balaclava to he'll reveal my true identity.
Okay, which is like out of character, dude.
What do
I
we
am.
see?
What do you see?
You'll just see the whole face grey, very dull, with a little hole in the side of a neck.
Okay, so what are we meant to understand that from your visage?
I'm classed as undead.
Ah.
I think he already told. I think he did tell Josiah ages ago.
Yeah.
Paula and Nivara were guessing it. Oh. So she does not like undead?
No. The story is I was once a changeling myself. I was kept by Zara has a pet in a revolt.
Oh.
But this is where I learnt part of the Tarados deck and that.
So now she is trying to, and excuse this phrase, collect her property?
Possibly. What happened was I got busted out by a team. But unfortunately, it was unsuccessful. And we all ended up being killed. But I was resurrected.
Resurrected?
Yeah. Back as an undead. But I managed to get free of the vault. I've been running ever since.
Ah, yeah. You told me you were part of like an adventuring group or something. So
Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
was for a bit.
was that a different group?
No, this is the group that died, trying to help me escape.
So you were part of an adventuring group for like 5 minutes.
No, we went out quite a bit.
I'm confused.
He was part of a group and, so I'm guessing you escaped from this woman
I
for some
escaped,
time?
and then I was
Oh, so you weren't
And then
killed in
you
the vault?
captured, and then I'm guessing
Well, we
you
went-
died at that point.
Initially, she had the vault was full of high possessions, so we tried to sneak back in the vault to nick some high value stuff. Unfortunately, there was a trap in the vault.
Return to the scene of the crime. Oh,
Of course.
Yeah. I just have to say this now, and I'm sorry if it insults anybody, but there is a lot of pattern happening. It's funny.
So did she kill you? Is that how you got the hole in your neck?
Well,
Oh, there
how
was
did you die?
some trap in the vault kicked off. It killed me straight away.
I am sorry.
Who brought you back?
Zara herself did.
She did.
Yeah.
Okay.
How did you escape?
I looking up near the guards. I managed, while they were supposedly feeding me, although I don't eat, managed to take one of them down and slip out. With the help of my former team.
I am going to pop the Devil's Sight.
Right. Remind me how that works.
If there is someone invisible or hidden in the room, he knows that there's someone there, right? That's it?
I know something is invisible in the room or hiding itself.
Right.
Yes.
No.
Sound.
There's no one about. so it's-
Otto, I'll turn to one of the Ottos at this point while the conversation's just going on and just be like,
If anybody was to arrive on the boat, other than us, let us know immediately, please.
Of course, Miss.
So sorry, continue on. Thank you.
yeah.
Continue,
but
sorry.
I can communicate with some of my former team as are now spirits.
Oh, so they're all dead.
Yes. That's how I managed to escape.
I am sorry, Dax.
Making a
that sounds
history check,
awful.
Dax.
Hopefully you're better than the last one. That's better.
Mentioning that last point, your mind goes back to a question you asked a certain somebody on Underbelly Descent.
Genie.
Yeah. There's one particular person I think is in the cards. Someone I was very close to.
A sibling? Lover? Friend?
A very close friend.
Oh. May I have a look at your deck?
Of course,
Ooh
I'm
la
not.
la.
But
Shut
I
up!
will just be warned you though, because obviously it did burn me.
Meh, it is fine.
can I have a look through them and just kind of have a look and see how they are arcanically put together? Like, where the magic's coming from? I just want to have a bit of a nosy at them,
Right.
basically.
Make an investigation or an arcana check.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna go for... They're both exactly the same, so I'm gonna go for Arcana.
Ooh, a 23.
How does his deck work?
You take a look, looking through each card, and there is no issues as you're doing this. You're looking for, like, maybe runal markings, maybe like feelings of power. There's nothing. By all accounts, this is a gimmick deck. Something that you would see people pretending to do tarot reading, or Taroka readings with, I should say. The deck itself is not
Is not
magical.
mag- It is you.
No.
That's all.
No.
No, I mean, like,
It's not.
You get the
Oh.
feeling that there is something inside the cards. It's not the cards themselves.
They're possessed.
Yeah, your
Spirit.
deck is possessed. Oh,
You don't
Ah.
obviously. I can't explain too much more because you don't know certain
no,
information
no.
that Dax does. But the deck never was magical inclined. Whatever is currently in
In the deck.
possession is what is making the decks work as they are.
She'll kind of hand the deck back and go, maybe your friend is in the deck. I do know that certain items have the ability to store souls. Maybe this is one of them. It is just a simple deck, but maybe it has attached itself in order to help you.
Perhaps.
Where does the woman live?
Show us where the bad lady hurt you.
Where
Zephyra.
where the bad woman? Where's she at?
That's. Can I do a history check? Because I didn't actually do one.
Oh, the amount of time that this party does not know what is going on, where they are going, and just run into chaos,
Yeah.
and then get all mad. See, fucking hell.
Do not remember. When you were broken out, you were in such a panic and essentially a child to an open world. Everything kind of overwhelmed you, and you don't... Because you weren't very worldly when you were taken. So, you didn't know where you was when you left.
Didn't he come and go like 4 times?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But in
But he's
relatively
undead as well, and memories.
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
Being
also
undead.
his releases were relatively short-lived.
Yeah. Let out.
You've got to imagine
live
someone
hilarious.
who's never been outside suddenly being outside, even for a few weeks. It's a lot.
At the end of the day, we're kind of already been hunted down by a couple of people, so one more, to the roster isn't
Don't say you couldn't.
too
have.
bad.
Okay.
No, well, it could hurt. It could really hurt.
Exactly.
But if we
Is
do
it-
not know where she is, I could maybe try and think of some way to trace it and locate where she is.
Well, we could contact the bazaar and get that information.
Well, this is my point. I would. Oh, I have some ideas about what we should do next. If people might want to listen.
Do we have a lead then?
Oh, not yet. But based on what everyone has said, I have put together a bit of a list of what I believe we should do. But I am happy to take a step back.
She purposely does not look at Josiah for the entire thing that she says.
Well, there is an eye roll. Happy to take a step back. It elicits an eye roll.
Barbara, you may continue.
Well, no, she was waiting for someone to say something and no one said anything, so she'll go silent a little bit. Because she's waiting for permission to explain her plan.
Okay, let's...
Looks at Nivara, looks at Josiah.
So what the next?
Oh! You're actually asking me to do something. Okay, yeah. Say.
I mean, seeing as every other time you throw a hissy fit, I thought it was best. Anyway.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
call out my ship. Never yours. What's the
Oh
fucking
no, I
list?
know. So I would like to essentially send Wade's West to the New Horizons post. I believe we could potentially find some information as there, seeing as it is one of the other locations that was mentioned to have the UNT, and there may be some sort of hidden area. It is also another port as well, which should essentially get us a little bit of coinage. I believe we should go to the bazaar, and we should ask for information regarding the Wizard Tower, because we do know that recently they were going through a Wizard's Tower in order to try and find out where Barnett's Wizards was based. Secondarily on that, we could also try and get some more information about all sorts of different locations. I was going to request that they maybe raid a library so I could get some more information on Ziff, believing that he is a thief. Also, I would like to send this ship, the Call of Chaos, over to Shockjade Archipelago in order to try and do some diving. I will also need to get a spell from the bazaar for water breathing so that we could all breathe water and go and investigate where they were. Oh, also, I would like to get Viv off of Ulster's Den before he's potentially under threat. How does that sound?
Didn't we give him enough money that he could charter a ship to Jade Shark or meet us somewhere?
Potentially.
Or we could go get him.
If not, I can use the cube if needs be. Oh no, I didn't pick up Ulster's Den. It is Underbelly Descent. Maybe I could get us there. It would be fun to try out, no? We might just get really, really hurt. Or put somewhere else, so who knows?
Do we know where the Waves Rest is?
No, I would need to ask in the morning. I would have to send a message to the Waves Rest in order to find out where they are.
You do have the cubes access to the Waves Rest. You could just teleport there and just ask, where are we?
Yeah. But in order to go to the bazaar, we need to let them know before we go. That's why she's trying to put it off till tomorrow. Yeah. But that is my recommendation. We do not have to follow it. It is just what I believe to be the best course of action.
Desire just sort of shrugs a bit, walks off.
She kind of steps. I'm guessing because she was almost like standing in the door the entire time. She kind of steps to one side as he passes, and everyone else goes. Good night, all. I will see you all in the morning, then, and hopefully the captain has decided by that point. Good night. And she'll hurry off to her room at that point.
And with certain members of the party going to bed, is there anything anyone else would like to do? As the evening has crawled upon you all. Okay.
Presume just rest up.
Yeah.
Yeah, did I hear right that Dax used to be a changeling?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Or am I just... And nobody winced.
No.
No one was like.
It's almost like no one gives a shit about an insignificant.
Yeah.
I think the one reaction you would have had is Josiah would have said that's fucked up when about him being in the vault. Like he would have said that's fucked up, like kept as a thing. Like that would have been the reaction of disgust of being like treated as a pet, but that would be it.
Yeah. Novara purposely didn't glance at anyone specific at that point because if you do you know what I mean? It's kind of obvious when you look at someone going, "Oh, changeling, how do you react?" No, like Novara said, I think you chill, buddy. Like,
yeah,
go talk to your friend.
You may all have a long rest. You will wake up in the morning feeling light and breezy. What would you guys like to do? You guys have travelled through the night, and you are leaving Siren's Rest behind now as you're on its northern point, heading still for Ivory Sands.
As Novara only needs 4 hours of trancing, she does not sleep just in case Asmoris can connect to her brain. Could she have been working on the ritual some more, if that's okay? And even trying to look into, like, how to summon a demon. But yeah, mainly ritual work.
I think Desire would have done without anyone with behind closed doors. He would have asked Otto to correct the ship to go north, to either he could peel off left or right in the morning, kind of thing. So he just would have changed the course when he'd gone to his quarters, just to make it a little bit easy to change course in the morning if needed.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because the rest of the day you guys were doing was going direct north anyway to get past, so Siren's Rest was behind you before then turning eastward.
Yeah.
Various party members will start to rouse from their bunks and meet after the unusual yesterday?
Otto will probably just appear at Naivara's room and sort of ask when Naivara is ready to contact the various people.
Yeah, so you'll have an Otto waiting at your door to let the Otto know so it can inform Josiah when you are able and ready to send communications to those not present on this boat.
Oh yeah, I can do it now, if he wants me to go ahead and do it.
She has stated she is prepared now.
Aye.
Who would you like me to tell her to communicate?
The people on her list.
Naivara, could you communicate with the people on your list?
Oh, which one's first? Viv, the Baroness, the ship.
Naivara would like to know, Josiah, which person on her list would you like to contact first? Either Viv,
Josiah appears
the
at her
Baroness,
door.
He just so tempted to just like shout down the hallway, "Go fucking talk to her."
He just turns up at her room and he's just like.
Well, the problem is as well, because of this communication, it's jamming up the lines for everybody else talking to the Ottos. It's like, old-fashioned. Get off the phone. I'm on the internet.
Josiah just appears behind the Otto. I don't. I mean, Viv, he's our guy. Get him. See how we can get him off the island. Then the other boat. See where it's going, so I know where to put this boat. And then let us know when you're ready for the bazaar, and we can all go together. Yeah.
Of course,
Okay.
Captain.
And he'll just sort of like his head will then disappear behind the Otto again as he's just like.
She still looks a little sheepish. In Naivara's way, which is barely anything. Well, she's an elf, like, she barely displays emotion, and she's quite tight-knit, and, she might be dying inside, and people would struggle, I think, to see what's going on inside her. Poor little troubled soul! But yeah, I would like to send a message to Viv, please.
Yeah?
Hello, Viv? Can you extract yourself out of Ulster's den? We can meet you at Cloudbreaker. And that's it. She's asking if he can get out, basically.
Hello, Naivara. Yes, I can get myself to Cloudbreaker. By when? As Cloudbreaker does not have town.
Biff would know. Was Biff Bivers when we went to... I think he was he not?
You went there, and then it was when you went back.
Yeah, it was just after.
Yeah.
Oh god, bloody! I forgot he was not a spy.
You'll have to wait till tomorrow now.
You'll be fine, Dodie.
Yeah, I know we can get out at least. That was the main thing. I didn't want to talk to someone who potentially couldn't get out. Next message is going to be sent to. Well, instead of sending, I'll just do a quick little trip. I'll just pop on the. How many times can I use it a day? Actually, the thing.
It's charged, isn't it?
Box, or is it just at any time?
Give me a sec. Give me a moment. Let me double check.
I just feel like we should probably clarify this now before
I
we start
appreciate
using
it.
it as fast travel. Thank you.
3. And at each dawn, it will replenish 1d3.
Oh, okay. I'll send a message then. To Montrose. Hello, Montrose.
Okay, you
Where
send that
is
message.
Wade's rest?
Sorry?
It's alright, you did such a long break after saying hello, Montrose. I
Oh.
thought that was all you said.
I was just
Lots of
thinking,
beef.
Hello, Montrose. Where is Wade's Rest? Can you change to New Horizons immediately?
And Nivara, it is good to speak to you. Currently, we are going north towards Ivory Sands. About 2 days.
the message cuts off literally there. Like, he spoke so much. Nobara just rolls her eyes.
He doesn't
Oh.
get the spell.
I don't think he was aware of 25 words.
He
Yeah.
was not. No,
No.
he was not prepared.
And she did tell him to change his course immediately
The
to
thing
New
is-
Horizons.
The thing is, what he doesn't know is he's still speaking.
To himself.
Otto, can you tell the captain that the Wade's Rest crew are fucking idiots?
Nivara
Actually,
would
don't say that!
Nivara
It's
would
gone,
like
it's gone.
you. No, I got like Nivara would like me to tell you that the Wade's Rest crew are. She has redacted her message.
He's sent a message. It's going that well then.
And then she needs to wait an hour to basically to arcane rest to do an arcane recovery
Yes.
and get her spell slot back.
You know, just put the elevator music on just for a second.
Can
we times-
I'm sure we can time skip one.
Yeah. Unless there is, anybody else that wants to do something. I feel like I'm taking up a lot of time. So.
Yes, during this time, is there anything anyone else would like to do?
I don't know. Has anyone got any secrets they want to?
I suppose I better rip this band-aid off. You know? Yes,
When we
I'll-
remove all the secrets, it means that we can come together as a party.
Yeah.
But by the fact that no
Oh.
one wants to do anything, I think all secrets have been revealed.
I know. I think Polar's reluctantly traipsing.
Yeah. I'd wander into the captain's quarters. You know you can trust me, right? He says.
Yeah. I said that.
I can trust you as well, I'm assuming.
Obviously.
So Dax was a changeling, eh? Bit weird.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Oh.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
You're not undead. You're not undead as well, are you?
No.
Be a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie.
No, but don't freak out. I'm the other one, and I like turn blonde or something.
Oh.
Don't freak out. And my hand is on my rapier just in case he.
It's just like you can. Is that what a changeling is?
What? You know, has no one heard these stories?
Well,
I
you
was
hear of
warned about-
shapeshifters, like you hear of shapeshifters and stuff, and what are they called? Doppelgangers.
Yeah,
that's the one.
doppelgangers.
Yeah, that's the one. But a changeling, yeah, I guess clues in the name and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yotto in the room, like, he's looking at Polar curiously and intently.
Otto, are you okay?
Takes a step closer.
Oh fuck.
Everyone else in the ship will hear word. We believe
Intruder
there is an
on deck.
intruder in the captain's quarters.
No, Nobara goes rushing upstairs again. Burst open the
Captain's-
door.
Well, yeah. It would say Captain says belayed that order, but I suspect everyone's coming anyway.
Yes. Especially
you can
given
hear,
the
like, the
last
sun
24
rooster.
hours as well.
Yeah.
And you all like barge in to see a blonde polar.
And Desire probably between Polar and Otto going, "It's Polar, just
Hey,
it's fine. Just change the hair."
that looks good on you.
Understood, Captain.
Yeah, fuck it.
Ah.
I turn into Niles.
What?
Oh, it's that conversation. Understood. Would
Went
you like for us-
surprisingly okay.
I told you it would. Like I said, he is not a bad guy.
I mean, he
Yeah.
sort of. I guess like Josiah will go up to Niles and poke Niles in the chest.
They're not there anymore.
Yeah, like obviously, like what looking if you're like gonna like recoil back, he won't, but like he'll just sort of like tap you on the chest. So your whole body changes.
Yeah.
Excuse me, we'll all leave now, right, guys? Like, this seems a little weird. And we'll usher everybody out of the room and close the door behind her, giving them a little wink. She gives, like, Polar a wink and just kind of looks at Josiah, closes the door behind her. If everyone allows me to usher them out of the room.
I don't think we have a choice.
I thought it was.
No, you don't have a choice. Get out.
Door shuts. Yeah. Door shuts again. And Josiah will just be like, "Oh, so it wasn't magic. It's like
But no, it's
racial
Natural.
magic. I don't.
yeah.
Is that the right term?
I don't really know how it works. It's for me. It's like breathing.
Ah, okay.
It's a thing I can do.
Okay.
You're weirdly okay with this.
Yeah.
Okay. Normally I have like pitchforks and fire.
What wouldn't I be okay with?
Well, they're monsters from fairy tales. That's what I keep hearing.
Josiah's just hit the buffet table, mate.
No, I'm not playing it creepy. I'm not
Okay.
playing it creepy.
Fair enough.
He'd just be like, well, I guess it's like anything. If you're changing to everyone, or like you freak me out by changing to some like Jacob when we were in bed together, then yeah, I would have an issue. But like you haven't been a dick about it, so why would it be an issue?
I was just always warned as a child, don't let people find out.
Where was this?
Where was this? The racist country.
Tells you.
Salzia.
Yeah.
It'd be like, oh, that's your issue.
Hmm.
That's
Maybe.
that's your first problem. The fascist hellhole is probably going. They don't even like elves, do they? So
No.
let alone.
Well, no,
someone-
really, no.
Yeah. So he says out loud, it's like let
Especially
alone.
with people more well endowed with Salzia law. There used to be an under-city civilization of well-established dwarves that they entombed is a good way, and basically,
Disappeared.
yeah, they buried them fuckers alive.
Hmm.
Don't think you know that. He just knows they're just super racist and fascist.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, that's the issue. And again, it's like it's the whole thing of if you had like a village before had a doppelganger or a changeling that was a dick, then it's a heavy power. I guess you can do a lot of fuckery with it, but you haven't. So it's like me. Like I'm got some kind of devil power in me. That ain't going to be treated well in some quarters, but it's what you do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I've always used my powers to, well, blend in.
Do you have a preferred person you want to be?
I like to. It depends on my mood, really, but I have started to like the polar face.
I mean, if
Turn-
you want to
turn back.
be, if you need to be or want to be different people around me, you can be.
Easy. Maybe.
It's up to you. I'm just saying. I don't want it. I just want you to be comfortable.
Aw.
I'd give him a hug.
Yeah. Still Niall, so you'll hug back, and he's like, "It's
Oh no, I turned back into polar.
okay, yeah, yeah." Hug back. It's like,
It's a face I've started to like.
yeah.
Obviously, all
And I
these
will
conversations
leave.
are going on as people are continuing travel, by the way, towards New Horizons.
No, no, that's the other boat, Razor S.
I thought they were both
We've
going
stopped, right?
We were sort of heading
no.
north. We were just heading north to go west or east. It basically Nivar's discretion.
Right.
So I was waiting. I was waiting to hear: are we going left or are we going right? Like,
Do I hear Polar like come back downstairs
Probably at some point.
at this
yeah.
point?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. I will wait for the hour to be up at this point. If that makes sense. And then try and gather everybody upstairs in the captain's quarters. If I'm guessing everybody goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's an interesting morning?
Fuck it, I'm a
Everything-
dragonborn now.
Sorry?
Polar like stretches and just goes, fuck it, I'm a dragonborn now. And turns into a blue scaled dragonborn.
Bottle, wait.
No!
Stop.
Otto? No.
Yeah, just right, okay. What we'll do later, just change back into Polar right now. What we'll do later is you can go through all your forms and we'll register them with Otto. But let's do that at another. We'll do that as some homework when we're not having a meeting, because otherwise Otto's gonna freak out, and I don't want to have to keep resetting him.
Okay, fair enough.
You keep tripping the smoke alarm. Stop it, bro.
It has been
Sorry,
an
you were
hour.
saying something. Okay.
No, it's totally fine. It has been an hour since I last did my test. I am ready. I can send another message now. Gata?
Right, yep. Perfect. And then we'll know where we're going.
What do you mean you will know where we are going? Once
Well, I
I've sent this
thought I was
message?
waiting for you to know if the other ship was going to the one point, where we'll go to the other point.
Oh, apologies. They are going to the north. I told him, and then he kept talking, and honestly, they will be...
Tomorrow, then. So we are going to
well, it is up to you,
Ivory
Captain.
Sand. Well, I think, why aren't we going to... Makes
I
sense to
would
go
make-
to Shock Jade to see what they were up to. Is that what the plan was? I think it was.
Yes, Captain. I think that is a good course to set us on. If we can uncover what it was that they were investigating into, it might show us some insight into their motivations.
Okay,
I will say, before you do that, does the party or the ship have means of underwater diving? Because that's what they were doing, remember?
Not yet, but
So long as
Yeah.
long as you have a plan, I'm
Yeah.
just pointing out, because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
obviously I don't want you to go there to then be over the
Yeah.
water and just be
No.
like, well, that was a waste of time.
Yeah, no, we're going
Yeah,
to go.
Technically,
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone
Well, this is it.
Well, yeah, because multiple members of your party can either breathe underwater or don't need to breathe.
Yeah,
no.
we're going bizarre on the way to get shit.
This is it. To get
Right.
a water breathing spell.
Got it.
That's what I'm going to try and set
Got
up.
it, got
whilst
it, got
the
it,
ships
got
are
it.
traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah, you specifically can breathe underwater, but I don't think clerics get the water breathing spell, unless you want to say otherwise.
I haven't seen it.
Unless it's not
No.
in the spell list, it's not in the spell list.
No, so either myself or Pol. I think it would have to be me. I don't think Polar can learn those spells yet.
Does Josiah
So
know
maybe
about
a bit more.
the
Sorry,
elemental
don't
stuff? Oh, hang on. Oh, wait.
Sorry, what was that, Carl?
I'll have a look anyway, just in case, but I haven't seen
I
it.
don't think it is.
I don't think it is either.
I think it's wizards and druids that can do it.
And Josiah,
off
your
the top of
answer
my
is
head.
no. I don't believe Nivara's divulged any of what the
I
staff
have.
can do.
I've said that I have to get more powerful with the staff, which is why I sent us to the Underbelly Descent for the second time.
Was
Not
there an
specified exactly what to do.
Was it elemental? Did you mention the elemental thing?
I think he's been saying, like, you never mentioned the fact that the staff now gives you
Uh,
It's
No.
totally
It's
different.
more like It's more like, do I know she's looking for more elemental stuff to stick onto it? Is
Oh, yeah.
what I'm asking.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think so, yeah.
Okay,
That's been well established.
yeah, that's
You-
fine.
She's mentioned that Arkia mentioned about potentially looking in places of incredible unnatural power.
Yes.
Because
And I
you're
mentioned
looking
the old
for-
volcano.
You're looking for various elemental mastery parts, and like Nivara said in character as well as Rose, like a volcano. Yeah, like a volcano.
Right. Then what he'll say is we are going to sail past the Cryo's infiltration on the way to it.
And the ocean's end.
Yeah, I am more comfortable sailing past an iceberg than I am a whirlpool. I
What
didn't
if
think I
this
would
is
have
the
to say
one
those two things in the same
In a tropical
sentence.
archipelago.
Yeah.
Are you
Two things really
Okay.
bad for ships. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay?
What's-
Are you okay with us going there? Because I did think it was weird that there is literally an ice block floating around in a warm area. Like, this area is
It's-
very warm.
It's on the way, and I think
And just as an FYI, for people that have lived in the archipelago for a while, like Josiah, like Vladimir, like Polar, Cryo's infiltration is not very well charted, but it is known that there is large fissures on a small island. And from those fissures, large sources of Arctic energies, creatures, flora have since sprouted. It is a very hostile island. It is not conducive to natural life in the area.
Could I make a suggestion? Maybe, Captain?
just have a sail past and then come back at another point.
Come back on the way past.
Yeah. Well, I think we need to go to the bazaar and get winter gear.
Oh, yeah,
Well-
I have a shopping list.
Well-
If you're still okay with me to be quartermaster.
Yeah.
Are we good?
Better than yesterday.
See, like I said about... Never mind, I'm not going to continue that because that might change. So,
You just gotta let him be. You just gotta let him breathe. I don't.
it's literally what
Don't
you said about
reverse the progress.
Prescott.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just let him.
Breathe it. Let him
Yeah.
rant it out. Yeah. I mean, he did call her an elven witch as well. Wow, dude. Way to make it very weird. Anyway, so is everybody ready for a little trip? Bear with one moment. I would like to send a message to Morgan on Baroness's boat.
Yes.
I'm not going to do it directly to the Baroness because that seems a little bit
No,
like.
yeah, it's not.
Yeah. No, go for the lieutenant. and
You
the
don't
base.
ring Ronald McDonald for Big Mac. There we go.
No. Also, it seems a little. What is the word? Disrespectful? So, I cast sending to Morgan. Hello, Morgan. It is the Call of Chaos and Josiah Blacksoul. We would like to visit Bazaar. Can
No.
we?
A moment passes. Very well. I will make preparations. Arrive in specifically 10 minutes. You will have a minute to enter.
What? Can you get me on board? Or just to enter?
Don't teleport for 10 minutes. And in 10
Yeah.
minutes, you will only have a minute before they put it away again.
Oh, so we can use the.
You have 10 minutes to 11 minutes as a window to arrive.
Okay. I will get
Health and
everybody
safety
ready,
nightmare.
and
It's
using
not
my
their
key
problem, they
mind.
warned you.
Yep. We have 10 minutes. Everybody gather, and then within 10 minutes and 5 seconds, I'm going to take us over there.
We're going shopping! Come on! Get your coat
Yeah.
on! Put your shoes on, Barnet! Get your
Can I have a
shoes on,
look
you
at-
fucking twat!
I will get the money in. I'm good to go. I'll get everybody together, and then at precisely after 10 minutes and
Is everybody
6
gone for a
seconds.
wee?
No.
Oh my god! Well, piss
Oh.
yourself, you weirdo.
Oh.
Wow.
I would like to essentially use the plate to. We can use the plate, can't we, rather than the box, the gates.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yep.
Because the thing is,
Excellent.
your cube was synchronized with it.
Yeah. And we're gonna go to the bazaar after exactly 10 minutes and 6 seconds after the message was given. Just give us a 6-second window, just in case. Keep in mind. Just in case I got my
open
timing
the
off.
gate, and one by one, you each bamf in from the magical exertion. You find your way into the darkened room of what you assume is the Dawning Ire. You see a couple of guards stood around the corner, and you see the mercantile members of the bazaar that sat behind a familiar desk, the elderly gentleman that you first encountered. Right, so, what do you need?
Giselle just nods. Got no idea.
Can I?
Yeah? You got the list?
Thank you. So starting off, we need, if it is not too much trouble, we need water breathing as a spell. Well,
It's a spell. Let me check my ledger.
please.
Anything else?
Yes, we also need winter gear for all of us. We also need
Can I just
what's
clarify Arctic gear? Because winter's a
Arctic.
mild year. Yeah.
Oh, apologies. I am remembering what it was like back home, where winter was actually winter. I forgot. Good point. And then we also need. How do you feel about stealing books?
He kind of looks at you.
Giselle will laugh at this point.
We don't steal anything.
Oh, sorry. How do you feel about somehow it getting into your possession a number of texts?
Acquiring.
Yeah, acquiring, exactly.
What books would you like to buy?
I would like it to be planar beings, specifically devils, please.
Kind of squints
Also,
his, kind of squints his eyes, like almost as if he's going to ask something, but then like he kind of just shakes, just like whatever.
Yeah.
And he's jotting down as you speaking, like he's obviously making like a mini shopping list.
Also, a book on Yanti, if you have it. Just about like their history or any information that you can get.
That's
Doesn't need
easy
to be
enough.
specifically a book. Articles, exactly. Also, if there is locations of any powerful or somewhat powerful arcanists within the archipelago.
This is the information bit now.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
In terms of your spell scroll, I can get you water breathing for 100 gold each. Only have
Oh.
2.
Excellent. We'll take one.
100 gold. Your winter gear, some of the finest from the southern continent. It'll run you back. Looking at your team, probably about 5 gold each.
Excellent. So that is 130 gold so far, right?
In terms of your
Does that come with snowshoes and stuff, or skis? Like,
comes with everything
something-
you'll need.
yeah.
From toes to tits, we cover it all.
What about the head?
Ooh.
Don't.
Looks like you have that covered.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's big fuck off blue tricolour hat. It's like-
Yeah, the ugliest hat in the archipelago. But never mind.
That's probably how the shit beaten out in the last 2 days as well.
Oh, do you have more wizard paper?
I'll check in a moment.
Thank you. And herbs and incense as well, please.
Right.
But
And yes, I know.
Your UNT literature, we have some. Can run you those for 3 gold.
What was that again? Somebody coughed in my ear.
3 gold for basic history on UNT.
Perfect.
Your planar books, we'll have to do some digging on those. And Arcanists, let's roll a history check for the boy. What type of Arcanist?
An experimenter.
I meant
alchemy?
an alchemist. Okay. Someone.
It was potions, was it not, Barnett?
Yep.
Double check and explain.
Yeah.
Is it someone who deals with potions, medicine, someone who experiments with magic, spells and the like? We know quite a few. And if it is magic, what kind of magic?
It was magic, yeah, it was making potions for me.
That's an alchemist.
Ah,
Right.
okay.
I've run you 50 gold for the information.
Satisfied?
At Scurry's hideaway, there is a satyr. You go and want to speak to her. She runs a alchemist greenhouse. There. Stands out. You won't miss it.
Are you writing this down? Barnett?
No, can you repeat it, please?
It's another 50 gold.
No, it is fine. I got it. There is a satyr in Scurry's. Was it Scurry's End? Scurry something.
You had it.
You can go there. Yeah.
Right, it's in Scurry's. It's in Scurry's hideaway. There is a satyr that runs a alchemist greenhouse.
Who's in Scully's hideaway, sorry?
The satyr that runs the alchemist.
I thought you said skater, sorry.
Oh my god.
He was a skater boy.
A satyr that potentially. The satyr might tell us a little bit more about your friend. Or at least the location.
Satyr are humanoids with goat legs and features, Liam.
There was something very interesting you just mentioned. You said that you knew all sorts of arcanists throughout the archipelago.
We do.
Do you know of a wizard that deals in time?
That was not what I wanted. That. Not that I'm aware of, no. Most of the arcanists we know. One deals in evocation, and the other
This is fine.
deals in enchantment.
No, it is totally fine. I just thought I'd ask. Thank you.
Enchantment.
Oh,
Yes.
Stop
Do you want to know
it.
more?
No, we don't. Ignore him. Or he's paying it out of his own pocket, which he does not have. Asking for the wizard's paper and ink?
I'll have to check in with that with the other rarer books.
And also incense and herbs, please, if you have any.
Also,
What do you need? Easy enough.
Can you do 30 gold?
Easy.
Excellent. I'll give him 3 platinum instead. Because we have tons of platinum that I forgot about.
could do knowing if they can find out where ZB lives.
I would agree, but I think we should pop that on the back burner until we have more information. I expect that this person will find us before we need to find Sam, you know? Like, literally. And she'll point to the scar that's currently scabbing over on her forearm.
Aye, it would just be useful to know if they got any business interests here.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought that was the only businesses that actually made a difference was the Baroness.
Those traders come through.
Yeah, but they are under the thumb of the tithes, are they not?
Is
Not all
there
of them.
any other business that you want with us?
Dax, what's the surname of that woman?
Is a sec.
Belmont.
Belmont.
Yeah, it was Zara Belmont.
Zara Belmont. You'll just be
Yeah.
like,
Where's she at?
yeah, he's like, I either want to know the location of Zara Belmont, or if Zara Belmont's got any dealings on this archipelago.
We'll have a look, and we'll let you know how much it'll be if we find anything.
Okay.
So you will report back to us on the planar travel?
I will
The
have
ink.
word sent to you when we know. And
Sorry, the
if-
planar devils, the ink, and the incense, and that. The
She's
information
just
about
reading your
Zara Belmont.
order back.
And
Yeah.
I will have a message sent to you with how much it'll be, and I'll have a runner sent to your ship.
Excellent. Did you have the incense and herbs here, or do I have to get it when with our next time?
Everything that we have here, I'll get brought to you before you leave. The other,
Excellent.
is there any other purchases or sales you would like to make?
I do not believe so. I am good. Do you have any like low-level damage dealing spells?
Have a look at our repertoire.
Like maybe a chromatic orb, or maybe a what's the one? Burning hands, where you shoot the wolf, or even a scorching ray might be useful for Dipola.
For
I'm sorry.
about 80 gold, we have one of Witch Bolt.
Pola, do you want a witch bolt?
I'll take it.
It's a god.
How strong are we talking about your magic potential? How high?
How do you explain that in?
Pola is able to understand the basics, but also a little bit more advanced. She's not at the sort of medium level yet. She is still early in her training.
Could offer Cloud of Daggers for 120.
Ooh, that sounds good. I do like me a dagger.
I guess.
You get a whole cloud of them.
Yes, we'll take Cloud of Daggers.
If
Thank
you
you.
want as well, that's 200 gold for the pair. If you take both of those, I can also do flaming sphere for 150 instead of 200.
So that's 350 for all three.
Yep.
Could you do 330?
All right.
Cool. So that's 33 platinum.
On top of the 3 spent on incense, on top
Already
of the,
taken out. Yeah.
all the
Oh,
other
I
stuff.
haven't taken incense off. Yeah, I did take incense off. I've just
Yeah,
not
because
added
you've
it.
got
I'm an
the
idiot.
100 gold for the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep track if that makes sense.
That's
Don't worry,
fine.
guys. I'll sort it. So we go down to 74. We've got loads of money. We're fine. We've got like 2,000 gold approximately.
Any other purchases or sales?
If you can find out about the visit paper, that would be excellent. I think we are good. We are good.
Just one thing: if there's any work floating around, let us know.
Also, if you acquire any low-level magical weaponry, specifically rapiers and maces. She looks at half the party that either use a rapier or a mace.
Yep.
Or an axe.
He'll go into a drawer and he'll chuck at Josiah like a sending stone. I'll make sure to pass information on if you need. Put you on the looking for list.
Yeah. Nods, thumbs up, catches it.
Low-level weaponry,
so-
not a problem. We will keep an eye out. And if we get anything mundane but enchanted, we'll let you know.
Excellent. Shall we stay upstairs until you have had a look for some of the items? Collected everything, or do you want us to wait here?
You are welcome to wait.
Do 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 do.
A little bit
So
of,
it was
a little,
clouded daggers.
a little
Yeah.
bit of time will pass, about 2 hours or so, and you'll be told that there is 150 gold's worth of paper and ink available at the moment. And
Okay.
in terms of books on planar travel and fiends, I believe it was you said?
Fiends specifically, yes. Planar entities, travel, and fiends.
There is a couple of books. One is 30 gold and the other is 40. The one that's 30 gold mentions the study of interplanar gates that have been established on the material plane, similar to
Ooh.
Feywild portals that occur in the realms. It mentions about potential Hellfire portals, which are essentially the same as Fey portals, but towards the Abyss and the Hells.
Can I get the books and the paper, Captain?
Well, that one's 30. The one for 40 gold
30. Yeah.
is a retelling account of an adventurer from about 300 years ago. A warlock that had a patron pact with Fiend. It doesn't mention the Fiend by name, but it does have incomplete scripture on means of how this person supposedly did it.
Ah, so how he's making contact and whatnot.
It's incomplete, but it's a frame.
It's something to work with. She'll explain this to Josiah. This might be how we start looking for your
Yeah.
friend.
Okay, well, these matters definitely. I trust you. Just get it. So
See, all you needed was time. Time heals all wounds, etc., etc. Yes, I will take the paper and all of those. There is 22 platinum. Chink, 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 chink. But yes, if you do find something, does anybody... excuse me just 1 second. I am very, very sorry for this, because we could have done it 2 hours ago, but it has only just popped into my head. Does anybody need anything, like, magical for certain spells? Maybe Vlad?
No, I'm all right, thank you.
Okay. We did buy... sorry, out of character. We have got diamonds in the party, haven't we, at this point?
Does Vlad have diamonds? Because I remember us getting some. I just don't remember what happened with them.
I'm checking my shit now. I'm sure I had some diamonds previously.
I remember you
Because
having
I
some,
think we
I'm
got them
sure.
last time. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got some
It's a
diamonds.
bit silly that. Perfect. Thank you. Cool. Crack on. Oh,
Say
is
that.
what?
You'll summon it. Never mind.
You said
It's a
crack.
sailor joke.
Oh, superstitious nonsense. Okay. So, I think we are all good here.
She says the
Thank you
one
for your
buying
time.
books on Interplanar Travel to the Hell. She calls you superstitious.
Yeah.
Got it. Right.
Remember, Naya is a kind of a bit of a hypocrite. Yeah, like massively. But I don't think she gives a shit if she's hypocritical, which is quite interesting to play. She's like, yeah, I know my flaws, and get off my back.
I'm gonna put you guys
Anyway.
back on this vessel.
So yeah, we'll go back to the ship at this point. Do we have to talk to the Baroness, or do we just go?
Just goes, busy woman. I don't.
Yeah.
If your business is complete, we can get the plate ready for you to travel back, unless you have other means.
No, that is. Oh, we do have other means. To not worry.
It's safer to use the plate though, isn't it?
Yes, technically, but
I mean,
we
it's up
kind.
to you.
No, not really. It doesn't really matter anyway because it should just take us there. We don't need to roll when we have defined locations. I just don't want to trouble. Could you get the plate because he wants to, please?
Right. They will
Thank
get
you.
they will get the plate off the shelf. They'll make sure it's the correct one. It'll expand. It'll be placed on the floor. You will all be able to stand on and or next to it, and with the press of your button, and also with the spell they cast to send you away, you are whisked away back to your ship.
Right, so we got witch bolts. What were the other two spells?
Cloud
I'm
of
so
daggers
sorry, I
and
got witch
flaming
bolt.
sphere.
Cool.
Flaming.
I am going to give Polar the witch bolts and the cloud of daggers. She said that she was interested in those, and I will keep the flaming spear.
You're
That's
having this
fine.
flaming spear.
Well, I just thought
Yeah.
if not, it's going to take ages to do it.
I was just like, no, I didn't want it. You take it if you want. It's fine. It's fine.
No, I'm taking it. All right, like
Yeah.
I give you enough. All right, you have like access to most. Well, you did until you insulted me 3 times today, and then that's kind of waning a little bit. But we'll talk about that later. So, if you would not mind, Captain, may I start informing the crew what we are going to do?
Yeah.
Excellent. So as we're like gathering on the place, we go, Ottos, can you change our course, please? We are going to go to the Shockade archipelago. Please make sure to stay within good distance of Ocean's End. It's a massive whirlpool in the ocean. And then we'll begin like listing off what's going on.
We're
if that makes
already
sense.
on course. Like we're already on course. Like
Yeah, you
it's-
already are.
Yeah. What I've asked the artist to do is we'll just go eye distance past the big fucking ice thing, just so we can have a look. We're not going to land. We're just going to have a look, and then that should take us a decent course away from Ocean's End because giant whirlpools. Yeah, I don't want to fucking deal with that right now.
So I believe as well for spells. Wait a minute, let me just bring up Wizard again because I'm going to give Polar stuff and then I'm going to go and start learning shit. What's it called? Wizards. There we go. 150. Oh.
Have we not got enough?
Not to learn everything. So we're going to have to be a little bit smart. So Naya will come up to you and she'll go, so we do not have enough for everything at the moment.
Right, okay.
Because we have, what is it? 175 plus, was it 150, Danny?
For
It was, wasn't it? Yeah.
For what?
It's alright, I already took it out, I just had an update in the sheet. There we go. We have
325 gold, and we need more than that, otherwise it's the paper, so... Out of your 2 spells, what do you want to learn more?
Cloud of Daggers.
Cool, there's 100 gold of paper and ink. Go make yourself busy.
Yep.
Excellent. And then I will then use 150, because I'm going to go learn water breathing, because that is the more important of all the spells. No offense.
I think
Because it's going to allow us to breathe underwater.
Right. I just do want to specify, in asking your commands to the Ottos, you're asking them to head to the Shockjade Expeditionary Island.
Yes.
Are you expecting them to moor up there, or
No.
what?
No.
What then? Because
We want to be off course. We want to be, I believe, slightly to the south was the information we had.
okay.
yeah, we're just tracking to the south, and then we're just going to have a little explore around, try and look for things. But
Is that island called the Genie's Lament by any chance?
Yes.
Yeah, so we want to be between those two, like here somewhere.
Okay.
yeah,
So that is roughly where you encountered Prescott's ship the first time.
Yes.
Fair
Because they
enough.
were there. I remember that. Yep. Cool. And I will begin studying, and it's going to take me 6 hours to learn water breathing.
I think Paula would get summoned to go through all the aliases she wants to use on the ship. In
Oh my
front
god,
of
you keep
Otto.
saying summoned. It's real gross. No.
Alright, well,
It's your
summoned.
company.
Yeah, no. It is invited. Okay, it's fine.
There you
You're
go.
right. What's in a word? It's fine. It makes sense. She's invited to change her do all the personas in front of Otto.
Yeah,
Just remember,
she
you
doesn't
need to have
really-
4 hours of
she
continuous
doesn't
study
really have
going.
many. Yeah.
No, and Josiah would be like, I can go outside till you're done, but
Yeah, so,
Just so Otto knows.
Pola's going to have basically a mini fashion show with the Otto. And the Otto is going to be like there taking, like a photographer, like, yeah, work it, vogue it.
work it, baby, work it, yeah.
More emotion, more
what-
vogue, more phase. And
There's a
stroke.
flashing.
Yeah.
taking pictures of them.
As it's basically permitting each persona as a different crew member. About halfway through, it goes, crew limits exceeded. And then you've got to, like, kind of go back and delete some old ones and go...
Well, it's probably like Josiah will come in and be like, save it all under Polar. It's all one crew member.
That's like some divide by zero shit right there.
No.
They'll get it.
I do.
It's fine. It's fine.
I give kind of the basic rule is, if I don't think you're going to recognise the face I'm wearing, and then I'll blink and like my eyes go silver. That's kind of me giving you that's me conveying that it's me, just in case I ever
Understood.
change face.
If they eyes turn silver, it is Polar.
Hope that doesn't bite me in the arse later. I'm trying to think what monsters have silver eyes.
I'll say. Josiah will be like, I don't know. Maybe just.
Better colour.
Just one trait, isn't it? Maybe just put all your personas in. If we get fancy of catchphrases
more
or
passion and
passcodes.
more vogue.
It's like if we get all the passcodes or
Yeah,
if
yeah.
we get passcodes or things, they're just going to be. They can be imitated. So yeah.
Over time, you'll work through it, so a good few different character personas that Polar would be interested in wearing from time to time, which you can think of immediately. They'll be stored so there's no issue for like future use and things like that. There'll be no intruder alerts, hopefully.
I'm just interested. Would she want Josiah in the room or not? Just as an interesting point.
No.
That's fine.
It's
Yeah,
totally not,
he asked it and he respects it. Just for me to know.
Just between Polar and the 58 Ottos.
Because I wanted privacy.
Actually, that is a good point. Liam, you haven't rolled anything today. Roll me 2 d20s.
Oh, they didn't come back alive, do they?
6 and 17.
17 it is. Between the 2 dead Ottos, they were able to essentially, in their own time, like, you know, the ones that were resting, they were able to disassemble both Ottos, and there was enough working parts to make...
Put one back together.
Yeah. So you've now up to 59 Ottos. But you do have a partial Otto, but the problem is you have...
Spare parts.
You don't... Yeah, it could be used either as spare parts, or if you can find more parts, you can be back up to a full accompaniment. But at the moment, you are down a singular Otto unit.
Question, DM.
Yes.
I think let me know if this is too metagamey, but I think
Listen.
it was pretty obvious that Archaea had a daughter of every class, wasn't it?
Pretty much, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty obvious.
Yeah, because what it was, each daughter had like a wing on the facility, which was the equatance to like a miniature mansion for each daughter,
Yeah.
and each one was laid out in like the way they were brought up, which was very indicative of different classes and stuff. And thank you, Pyro, for the raid, bud. Hope you're doing all right. So yeah, no, it was very, very heavily implied.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So Josiah will turn up at not Paula's door, Naya's door, and sort of knock on.
No.
She doesn't respond. She's in the middle of studying. Like, I'm imagining it's happened like
He'll
2
do like
hours.
a free knock and then he'll stick his head around. Are you alive?
Is everything alright, Captain? Her eyes are like downcast, looking at the sheets and everything as she's scribbling fast in her spell book.
Yeah. Two things. I am less angry at you, but I still think you. That's the word. I don't want to have another argument, but I want you to. If you have to follow your own advice in the future, I'm going to hold you to it. Second point.
Okay.
Archaea. He had a daughter that, for each thing, like each profession, each sort of ability. Do you think he's got an artificer daughter? For any because he's probably got handed the broken parts of the otter.
Yeah, what it is, like, randomly in the hallway one day, there was just a pile of scrap metal, and that was the non-functional parts of the Ottos that they've essentially just dumped out.
And he probably feels a little bit bad because he's like, oh, it's a fallen sailor, so he's like in a bag or something, so he's like got this
So you've got like half an Otto in a bag.
Yeah, and he's like, and he sort of jangles his bag, this burlap sack, and he's like, I think, could they fix this, or we could even get more possibly if he's got an artificer daughter.
Could even maybe upgrade your current ones.
True.
I do not trust Archaea.
No, I don't. He's fucking around. There's some fuckery. I agree. But then the other way of looking at it is his daughters seem to have some level of independence. Being a broker, you'll just be a broker and we'll just make contact with the artificer. Because the other alternative is I'm fucked because obviously Loxana. So I'd like to believe that maybe I'm not that fucked.
It just depends on how close you are willing to dance to the fire.
Wouldn't it make sense to keep bobbing in, keep having contact? We would learn more.
He is busy. I believe he is also traveling the plains, looking for his daughter's soul. I understand where you are coming from, Josiah.
You know what's quite ironic there?
Yeah, we're gonna probably meet
No. But the sentence you've just said and what you've been trying to do for the last few days in game. You've been trying to figure out how to interplanar travel, and you've just mentioned, oh yeah, he's probably just like plane hopping. It's fine.
Yeah, but he's also a being that could potentially send us to our death.
No,
Yeah, it's weird. I know.
The irony in what you've just said there.
But we can't always rely on powerful beings. This is the point
How about a
that Navarro is trying to
compromise?
drive
Yeah,
through.
we'll just be like, well, as a compromise, why don't you contact Fliss? We can ask Fliss, because even the possibility is Artificer daughter isn't at the place anyway, but it does. We need to find an Artificer, is what I'm saying. If you can find another one, but that's the bit more mind.
Right now?
Well, you might as well add it to the list.
Well, this is it. We have a lot on our list. Oh, sorry?
He jangles the bag.
I know. She'll kind of like look away from the things that she's been working on. She can pick it up in a minute. It'll be fine. I understand your want to rush, Josiah. We need to be rushing, but I fear that if we do things too fast, we are going to stumble into more problems as we have been doing. We have been rushing around this entire archipelago for weeks.
We've been rushing into things.
We've lost
I
one.
agree.
We've lost one.
Mm-hmm.
There is 59 others.
I just want
We
to
have time. Sorry?
Hang on 1 sec.
That's right, Danny.
I'm going to put in the chat the currently known sisters that you're on about, including their classes and subclasses.
Oh,
they're the ones you are aware of. So, Monk, which is Adeze, which is a drunk master monk. You have Yarvesi, which is a samurai fighter. Vanessa, which is a College of Swords bard. And Felis, which is the one Ben Josiah just mentioned, cleric light domain. And then you also have Loxana, which is obviously a warlock. You are unaware of what type of what, because obviously she was not there to demonstrate or possess or show.
Well, clearly fiend.
Nor was it asked.
Yeah.
Fiend. Yeah, fiend. We reckon.
Well, no.
Yeah, I get it. We've not
it's
been
obviously
explicitly told.
It's not. No, it's obviously a fiend. But I mean, like, is it like Pact of the Blade, Pact of the Chain, like that?
Oh,
yeah,
you mean
yeah.
subclass spoon? Yeah.
Like the others there, you can see what subclass they were, but that's because they kind of showed it in how they were.
On that compromise, then, Josiah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you happy to wait until I have figured out more to do with the spell, in order to return Loxana or learn about planar travel? I fear that if we do not have a bargaining chip, we can end up in danger. We need to be in a position of power. Are you sure?
Yeah,
You're not going to throw it against me at some point?
No, what I was
going to
saying
be
about
okay.
that, if you want to get into that, I can get into that. I just didn't want to.
I feel that we need to clear the air a little.
It does feel like you. What's the way of putting this? You
just go
you
for
have,
it at this point.
You have your wants, your desires. You feel like you're doing the greater good, and sometimes it feels like because you are clearly the smartest person in the room, you feel like your greater good, what you think is best, is the way to go forward, and that can be frustrating.
Okay.
And
so what is your greater good?
Stop Jacob killing people was what my greater good was.
So stop
and I died for it.
Killing the Yuan-Ti?
Well, innocent people. But you seem to have made an equation that those innocent people outweighed the other bit. And I don't know why you're qualified to make that judgment. And I'm not.
Oh. Do you want to know, honestly, why not?
Well, go on then. It'd be interesting to see what you think.
Because you don't believe in yourself. You do not believe that you have the answers, and you do not believe in your own abilities. As soon as you decide that you have the power to make these decisions, you'll start making them. I fear that you believe you are an imposter, not really a captain. You take power. It's not handed to you.
Processes. No, he processes. He processes and he's like, It makes sense. I've been the number 2, the leader, the follower for so long.
Mhm.
Maybe
I
that's why I
believe
got
that the
pissed at you.
It is understandable, though. I understand what it is like when it feels like everybody is making decisions for you that you have no control over. Do you want to have control?
I'm taking control. Otto's no,
So?
I'm joking.
So my question would be, Zen, what do you want, Desire?
To keep you guys alive, to help Loxana, and find out what the fuck's going on with Arcadia. And also to know why I got fucking why Jacob is killing people.
Well, I have a question regarding that, because obviously I think it was more my reluctance to ask you was through some sort of societal norm, so I am going to, rip the bandage off, as it were. How many died?
I never told DM. I never gave precise numbers.
At a dozen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a dozen
second question.
sacrifice or a dozen in total?
In that specific ritual, you was the 12th.
Okay.
Okay. Second question: was they all pirates, or were some of them innocent people? Like they lived in the archipelago but didn't do piracy.
We took a transport vessel.
It was a mixture, I believe.
Yeah, the way I wrote it, and it's like and you'll say it was a transport vessel. So we basically, DM, correct me, I'm just going to ad-lib a little bit here, but it's basically we took this transport vessel, and I didn't know what Jacob was going to do. We went to this island, and then he made it quite clear these people were going to be in a ritual. What I didn't realise is when I stood up for it and said no, with some of my mates, that we were going to end up as part of the ritual.
That's pretty much exactly how it went down, yeah.
Yeah.
You
happens
replaced
during...
some of the other people that were intended for the ritual from the transport ship that was taken.
Okay. What happens in the ritual?
I got a crossbow to my heart. I don't really...
Was that the same for all of the victims?
You were the last one to be killed, but yeah, everyone was killed in the exact same way, and the problem is, it happened at what you believe to potentially be the beginning of the ritual, so you don't know what happened.
Did you say there was 12?
Yes.
Aye.
There are numbers and patterns, and I keep telling you this.
He was the 12th.
The 12th.
There's 12 daughters.
There's 12 daughters, there's 12 hours, midnight is coming.
Is she? No, I'm joking.
Don't! Get fucking weird! Anyway, moving on!
If you believe hard enough, I believe she's already here. She's everywhere.
Oh dear.
Midnight is infinite. And she's fucking loopy.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah. She's alright. We have not heard from her tonight, but I'm sure she's good.
No, she's been well behaved recently.
No, I mean... I just mean there is a pattern, the fact that both you and Dax died, but you came back in a similar way. He didn't. Why was Loxana watching at that point? Was it to bring forth Sif? She has attached herself to Sif in some form. But so have they. 12.
No. The other question I have, and I don't understand it, is why... I understand warlocks.
Uh-huh.
They do a deal with a patron, they get powers.
Yes.
Yeah? So someone's... Loxana did a deal to get powers from a patron, to then route her powers through her... patron's powers through her to then give me powers? Seems
Your
a little
powers do not come from They don't come from Loxana.
Come from Zeph.
They come from Zip.
But why
Whether
is Zeph...
Loxana is a... whether Loxana maybe could be a transistor in the center. What would be no, like a coil or some sort of wire in the center between two things.
Seems very indirect, though, doesn't it?
Well, she didn't say though, did she? I remember we were having this discussion afterwards. You came to me and you were talking about the fact that you were hunted after. Has she ever said that she has given you your powers? Because the powers that you have are beyond a simple warlock's abilities to give. You drain life force from people.
Well, also, like, I am incredibly supernaturally hard to hit.
Yes.
Fucking hell.
I mean, you
And
are.
he doesn't wear armor. It's a specific thing to Ilrig. I just pointed it out if people didn't know.
Yeah.
He is
No,
just
I'm
wearing his
copying
blousy, flowery, not flowery, but flowy shirt, and the pantaloons, and that's it. There's no armor on him. He just moves that quick. It's a power AC of 20.
I did realize when I was fighting you that you were extremely difficult to hit. Also, you are able to heal others with.
That's a trade.
Oh, yes, I know. But
Oh, yeah.
Loxana can't. There is no being, even if she is the daughter of a being such as Archaea, there is nothing that can give you those abilities and be mortal. She seems to be mortal. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. And then
I
there's
think
loads of
she-
questions.
Brought you back, but
Yeah,
she
she said
did
that.
not give you gifts. Exactly. So,
Yeah.
would you allow me to examine the tower a little more?
Sure. You won't take it off though, you'll just sort of like take it out of his shirt.
Yeah. Really?
I never take it off. Sailor superstition.
Okay.
Wait, it brought me back from the fucking dead. Surely I'm allowed that superstition.
If you must. So she kind of like lift it, and can she have a little bit of a look over it and see? Is there like magical? Does it feel magical? Like, is there a buzz to it or anything, or does it just feel like cold metal?
Make an Arcana check. Followed by a perception check.
Harder. 16.
Okay. No
What's my
perception check.
perception? A 9.
The metal seems quite cold. It looks to be made of platinum. It's well intricate, it's well carved. It bears the silver tower on the front. You notice there is a faint bit of magic about it, and when you flip it over and you inspect it deeply, you'll notice that a minor illusion that is obscuring the name Loxana reveals itself, so you can see like it hides the name engraving.
Oh.
But kind of like as you're like carefully looking it over, there's just this odd smell coming from it the more you inspect, and like the closer and deeper you look into this amulet. Other than the
Yeah, I'll get a little closer and
other than
sniff hard.
well, that was what the perception check was, you see.
Oh.
Other than the illusionary magic that obscures the name, which obviously you can now see because you like investigated and broke the illusion. Like I said,
Yeah.
there's this offensive smell that's coming from the amulet that you can't shake. It's got like this weird burning the back of your sinuses chemically type scent.
Does it smell like what I imagine brimstone to smell like?
Sulfur.
Sulfuric is
Yeah,
a good.
is it sulfuric?
Yeah, sulfuric is a good way of explaining it. Yeah.
She kind of like smile up at Josiah and go, "It smells like fiend."
Feet. Smells like feet.
Yeah. Oh, I thought we knew that.
No, I'm sorry, I don't go around sniffing you.
Oh no, I
didn't
didn't mean that.
realise.
But if it smelled like something else, then I'd be concerned. But this is the whole fucking thing. Like, my whole fiend is the. We know fiends. We know it's to do with fiends.
Oh yes, the contracts as well were written in
Yeah.
deep speech, which had a fiendish energy to them. Why deep speech, though? And where does Archaea fit into all this? Who is the Great One?
But if you're an all-powerful entity, why go around the houses like Archaea is if he is actually deceiving us?
Because if you had all of reality stretched in front of you and you were able to do anything except for control people, would it not be fun to see them dance? I know from experience that sometimes watching and waiting is much more fun than just squashing bugs. You know?
You really do sound disconcerting sometimes.
I know. It is a gift I have. I just mean I have been alive now for over 130 years, and I know that I like to take things a little slower. You imagine if you had all of time in front of you. You know? You could do anything. You could literally create life. And suddenly, it's a game.
Yeah. Again, more questions. Because then, obviously, he's just letting Loxana rot in hell. Then.
I think he is. Which is weird. Because also, why did he not see Fiend and then go, oh, I'll start in the hells? This is what has been bugging me. You know, for someone so smart, he acts very stupid.
It did seem
Oh,
like
is it?
just a delaying tactic to say, oh yeah, I'll look into it, or I'll have a wander around the plains, when it's quite clearly... Because he asked you to prepare a spell to get her out of the house.
Yes, but my abilities are not there yet. I am
he
working
knows,
on
but
it.
I'm saying he knows that she is in the hells.
Yes. See? More questions, more puzzles. Isn't it fun?
No.
No, I forget. You do not like fun.
No, I like fun, but we have a different definition of fun. It's okay to be different. But it's okay for me to be different as well.
Are you trying to lecture me about people being different?
I'll tell you some of my greater good. And then he'll sort of like wink and walk off.
The what?
Well, he's just saying.
Someone greater good and winks at her and walks out. Okay, got it.
It's more like, well, it's like that's some of my morality. We're all gonna be different. We're all gonna work together. And then he'll just wink and walk off like point
Pardon
proven.
the
I'm
intrusion,
away.
Captain, but
Aye?
we are sailing past the southern side of the cryo-infiltration.
Ooh. Tell crew of sailing past.
I
Members
resume
of the
doing
crew,
spell.
we are sailing past the southern side of the cryo-infiltration.
Can you ask them to take a look? I need to continue on if we are going to survive.
Could all crew members please look at the island?
Can you tell the captain? I would like to
The captain's
currently.
right next to you.
Oh, Josiah, I need to get this spell under so I can ensure we can all breathe underwater for the foreseeable future. Would you mind?
No, it's fine. No,
Thank
it's optional. It wasn't a.
Oh, thank
Anyways,
you so much.
We'll walk up to the deck and it's fine. You got work to do. He'll eagerly run up to the deck like, ooh.
As a character, it's so funny, right? I'm sorry, I'll explain in a minute. I was just.
Go on, no, go on. Get it out.
It's funny because he's like, one of the things I want to do is protect the crew, and that's all Naivara has been doing constantly. It's just, yeah, you're evil, but I'm looking after all you. I don't care. Carry on. Sorry.
Sometimes it's how you present yourself, and sometimes it's your methods. Anyway.
Everybody that is going to look at the pretty island, roll me a perception check, please.
Quick look at an island.
Josiah went out to
Hey!
to see what he could see.
Oh, god damn!
Wow, okay.
Oh, god damn!
Oh my god!
Everybody's looking at the island.
Dude, it's famine or feast today. Jesus Christ!
Holy shit! Everyone but
Jesus.
Dax gives a shit.
That island's getting a fucking scene too. That
Oh,
island is.
fucking hell! You're giving this island a right scene to all of you. Fuck me! All of these nat 20s have just been stored up for island spotting.
Of course it is.
In
Literally,
imposed mode today.
there is not a more typical D&D moment
No,
right there, because
no.
you guys started with a 40% nat 1 ratio for like the good first hour of the session.
Yeah.
And looking at an island, 5 of you, that is a 60% crit ratio.
Well,
That's
we really
ridiculous.
want to give that island a good looking at. Oh yeah.
Right.
All those peninsulas, all those
Everybody but
crevices.
Dax. Everybody
Yeah.
but Dax. Well, Dax sees an island off in the distance, but everyone else sees an island off in the distance. That you notice what seems to be visually like a heavy fog that's over the island. And the way to explain this is you know when it's cold and you breathe outside and you get like that mist where you see your breath? It's basically that's coating the entire island because of the cold this place is and the warm temperature outside. When the two like walls of like warmth and cold clash, it creates like this thick vapor fog that like permeates around the entire island, which does obscure a large portion of it. However, some of you, everyone but Dax,
Yeah, it is.
notice in the very tops of the island, you notice shadowed movement in the pinnacles of the mist and fog. That is all.
One thing. How easy is it to like land at the island?
It's like any other island to land at. It's just the problem is it is extremely hostile climate, that's all.
So no icebergs, no high cliffs. Like you can get a boat and row
A lot
over.
of the extreme temperatures are limited to the shorelines and maybe like 50 to 60 foot out where like a lot of the water's like slushy. Because the problem is, because of all the warm water around it, it can't freeze permanently, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, from what you've heard, a lot of the fissures in the island that are creating the Arctic cold, luckily at the moment, it doesn't seem to be getting any worse, and it is limited to just the landmass.
Well, that's the island. We'll come back to it.
Very good. We will continue our travel towards the Shockjade Expedition's southern shoreline. And you will slowly move away, and everybody will wave goodbye to the island, as it is a glorious island. That tickled me. You know they're the only crits of the session so far.
Yeah.
Wait until Rose gets back. Oh, there you go. Wait until Rose is back. God damn. So yeah, you leave the island and you start continuing.
What's wrong?
Look at the rolls for island spotting, Rose.
Oh yeah, it's about bloody time.
Yeah, but-
like honestly.
Of all the things to crit on, and everybody fucking crits except
Yeah.
Max.
Yeah, it's one of those like one person critting would have been okay, but everybody critting
Three.
sometimes is like, oh, everybody overkilled.
Yeah, but they're
Yeah.
the only crits of the session so far. And it was lucky.
Well, no,
on
there's
an
been
island.
quite a few critical fails.
Yeah, but you know what I meant though. Crit success.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I was just being very pedantic. It's fine.
But travel is relatively swift
Well done, guys.
and clean. Weaving past the northern flank of Ocean's End and heading southward to the southern shorelines of the Shockjade expedition. It will take another 2 days.
How long have we travelled so far?
This will be your...
Would I learn the spell?
Yeah. You've got 4 days.
Yeah. Cool. In that night, then, about 10 o'clock, can I summon everybody together?
Yeah.
Please. I will say to the Otto, summon everyone to the top deck, please. And I know people are about to go to bed, but it will take 11 minutes approximately, maybe?
In unison, just go. Alert. Naivara requests all of your presence. Please enter her room.
Well, I said top deck, but room
Top
is
deck.
fine.
Alert.
Thank you.
She has specified top deck.
Not who.
I guess he'll do. Yeah, Jazal will be on top deck, like, and when he sees someone else come up, he'll be like, good here. I think.
There is one Otto just pointing towards the front of the ship near the front sail, which is specifically where she has requested you to be.
Yeah. She'll probably arrive shortly afterwards with a book and everything. Captain? Is everyone else coming?
Yeah, I'm there.
Oh,
Yeah, we're there.
oh, you do know that the captain is just my sign of respect towards you. I can call you Josiah if you prefer.
No, captain's fine. You're quartermaster.
I just not used to you calling me. Never mind. Everybody sit down, please, in a circle.
Yeah.
Well, we just sat cross-legged round.
Yeah, on the floor.
And she'll begin casting as a ritual water breathing.
Ooh.
I don't need that.
Or do I?
Oh my god. I don't care. Just shut up and sit still.
You gotta get in. You gotta like it.
So yeah, it'll take approximately 10 minutes and 6 seconds to cast, but I have to have everybody within range of me whilst I cast it, basically.
Yeah, and this, I'm assuming you timed this, like in time to get to the point between the Shockjade expedition and Genie's Lament like you want, which is about there.
Well, no, so my idea is for every night at 10 o'clock to cast the spell, is to gather everybody
Right.
together and cast the spell, so it lasts for 24 hours. So if we're always making sure I'm casting it at 10 o'clock, we should have constant water breathing. I know that's a bit game breaky, but we're on the water. It kind of makes sense at this point, you know? On the water.
Where?
Is that okay, Danny?
Yeah?
Cool. And once this is all done, I imagine that everyone feels like their throat goes a little bit tingly for a second, and then like feels like it's constricting before opening up again. So now everybody can breathe underwater
Yay.
and breathe on board the ship as well. Is everybody okay with this? I'm sorry, I forgot to ask first, but I thought it was kind of sensible to not allow you all to drown when we go underwater.
Yeah, I'm alright with not dying again.
Mhm.
Did you die?
You're happy with
I
that?
don't know yet. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that you were all going to be safe as we went on this further expeditions.
It's very
Right.
generous of you.
Oh, it is not generosity. And she'll stand up. Or is it? I don't know. But thank you for your time, and she'll give like a little bow, like very proper. I suggest we all now. I will meet you again this time tomorrow. I do need to send some more spells, but if there is anything anybody would like me to do, you know where my chambers are. Au revoir. And she'll leave at that point, just like in a bluster of... Well, she's not really wearing a dress anymore, so she just kind of strides away.
Yeah.
And days will go by. Like I said, 2 more days will go by since going past the Crone.
Can I do some more casting as well? Sorry, Danny.
Yeah.
Over the days.
2 days have gone by since between Crow infiltration and where the ship is now on the map, and obviously the ritual of Nivara summoning you all to the deck to give you enhanced breathing capabilities has come, has gone, has come, has gone. And eventually one of the Ottos will alert
Oh.
the cap.
Sorry, not just that spell. I wanted to do some sending as well.
Okay, let's.
Is that okay, Danny?
Yeah, no. I always say just pull back as you need.
Yeah, sorry, I said casting, but I should have said sending casting, because I'm casting that spell and I want to do some sendings as well. I'm
Okay.
very sorry, I feel like I'm speaking a lot today, so if anyone
You
interrupts me, please do.
What you want?
I want to send another message to Vith.
Who?
The Drow. On...
Oh, Spy
Elsie
Master.
Yeah. Hello, Vith. Are you still on Ulster's Den? If yes, go instead to Ivory Stands. If no, continue. And let us know where you are? I think that's 25. Or thereabouts.
Didn't leave yet, as you never followed up. First message. I will go to Ivory Sands instead.
Yay.
Excellent. The other one will be to Montrose. Hello, Montrose. You have 25 words to respond. Where are you? Go
Yeah.
to New Horizons Outpost.
Naivara, that explains why you didn't hear the rest.
He's still using too many fucking words.
We're going to New Horizons now. We'll be there in 2-3 days.
Anyway, how are you? How's the kids? You have a nice holiday.
Makes sense. And you're like, I know it makes fucking sense.
Are you pooping?
Oh god. Yeah.
Are you pooping? Okay. And then at some point as well, I want to send a message to... Oh, do I? Do it?
Bear in mind, you have 2
No.
days worth of sending.
Yeah, so I can do another... Because if I do Arcane Recovery, I can get back another one, so I can do basically 3 a day at
Yeah.
push. Captain, I will find him at some point and explain who I've spoken to and say that Viv is moving now to Ivory Sands, so we can pick him up on the way past at some point. And
Great.
Montrose is taking Wade's Rest to New Horizons. It will take them 2 to 3 days, so we can check that out in 2 days.
Great. Yeah, there might even be work in New Horizons when we get there.
Okay. Would you like me to send a message to Prescott?
I in the spirit of trying, working together again, trying to, what I sent when I sent those crewmates off with the ship is I said something along
You
the
sent
lines
something
of,
with them?
yes.
Why?
Danny, I don't know if you ever got it in Discord, but I'll read it out from Discord.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, well, yeah. I just said I wanted me and him just to meet, and I said name a time and place, but I recommended Ivory Sands because it was neutral territory.
Why were you doing that?
Because we need to know. I need to know.
And you think he was going to give you answers?
Possibly. But we haven't heard anything from it, so I suspect he hasn't
He
sent a
can't
message.
cast sending like I can, I don't believe. Or he would have been contacting you.
So he doesn't have a wizard.
What I mean is, his response led me to believe that he feels a little bit like his ego had been hurt. And you were summoning him to Ivory Sands.
No, what
It
I
sounds
said.
a little bit like you wanted to kill him. You and him, 101.
No, I just said we need to meet, just you and me, no tricks or fuckery. So I said it as I'm not trying to kill him. Time, place, Ivory Sands is neutral is what I sent to him.
Were you still angry at me at this stage?
Yes, that was when I was very angry with you.
Yes, it kind of makes sense
Peak
because you are
anger at that
directly
stage.
going against what's on session. Yeah, that was. You do know I have your best interests at heart, Josiah.
But that's
It
what
may
you
not
think
seem
my
that
best.
way.
It is what you think my best interests are, and I'm not saying. And as I said to Polar, it wasn't like I was annoyed
been
at you
talking-
partly.
Polar about me behind my back?
What was the option? I scream at you when I was angry, or I just blew off some steam.
I'm quite used to people screaming at me when they are angry. It would not bother me.
Captains should try and be constructive and not just scream at people. So I just try to be constructive.
But you weren't constructive. You were
I was
destructive.
after. Right, enough arguing. Let's move
We're
on.
not arguing!
It feels like we're heading that way. It just, I needed to have a little bit of a bitch and a moan. I'm done. But I was saying to Polar,
Did she bitch back?
no.
Okay. Continue on.
As I was saying,
Mhm.
I feel why I'm annoyed is because you tell the truth and sometimes, but I do feel like you put everything on the chessboard, and I do wonder if the shoe was on the other foot and the person you really wanted to kill most of the world was right then and there, would you have the same restraint? And how I feel at that time, and I still feel a little bit, I don't know if you would have had the same restraint.
I did.
But you didn't have the power to. I was thinking about this. You didn't have the power to kill him. But if you had the power to, would you? Even though.
Okay. Let me ask a question, Desire, and hopefully this would put it all to bed a little bit. When are you at your most vulnerable? Honestly.
I sleep, obviously.
Mhm. I slept next to the man that I wanted to kill for 20 years.
So why
I
didn't you
showed
kill him?
restraint. Because I knew that if I took... The problem with snakes is if you cut off the head of one, another one takes its place. I needed to undo the evil that has happened to my country. If you keep on cutting into things, all you will end up is just with blood. And if you spill blood, how are you any different? We can fix this.
By
I
spilling
know
blood,
you
though.
won't. Oh, you already have been. We're not
Oh,
getting
yeah,
into an
I'm not
argument
saying so.
again.
I'm not saying I am, but I'm saying you
What
want to go back in the past and kill people.
I want to kill a handful of people to save the rest. I'm not being... I know I am problematic, and I know that I am full of issues and problems. What I'm trying to get at is, you're not listening to what I am saying, Josiah.
No, I am listening. I'm not saying you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying you are making decisions about the future of the world, and I am just I'm just asking the question.
Do you dislike me for doing so?
Not as much dislike. It's more the fact of, again.
What is your problem with it?
What gives you the right? Is all I'm saying.
What doesn't give me the right?
Nothing.
Exactly.
What gives you the right is power, is what you're saying. And what gave me the right to kill Jacob could have been argued to be power. I had a bigger
What
ship.
gives me the choice is knowledge. And I know that sounds weird, and you keep making that I'm doing things and going, what gives me the right, but you have still not answered. I believe the question at heart is, why are you so bothered by it?
Because
Why does it matter?
everyone I've encountered has been doing the same fucking thing. And surely
Okay.
the man you were in bed with felt the same
Yes.
fucking thing. He had options. He had choices. He was making the decisions he had the right to. I'm just confused about why everyone thinks they got the fucking right to make decisions over people.
Because that is how the world works.
Obviously, I'm just tired of it.
Do you want the same power, or do you want to strip back others' power?
Strip back at the minute because what?
So you want to remove...
What? Just desire the pirate king? What's that gonna do?
Okay, then we start close. We strip the Baroness of her power. Or we strip every king and queen of their power, every high being. We take away the powers of Barnet. We kill Dax. Everything has power. You are borrowing power from an entity.
Oh yeah.
So, you want to strip back your own power?
You asked me what my problem was. Am I saying
Yes.
it is rational? Probably not in some ways. Probably is in some ways. Do I have a solution? No, I don't. I'm just saying how I'm feeling. And unfortunately, I'm
No.
not like you. I can't put it in a box. I can't say it's got this rationale. That's how I'm feeling. That's why I'm frustrated by it.
You're not saying what you are feeling, though. You are saying that I am doing something. And then you ask me what gives me the right. You are not actually saying why you have a problem with it.
I have a problem with it because it sounds like what every other bad guy says. It's tipping the
Are you
scales.
calling me bad?
No, it's subjective. I've been called evil. But it's subjective. But it is along those lines of that's what everyone says when they do horrible things. I'm tipping the scales. I am being as merciful as I can be. I am returning things to its correct order. Every tyrant, every villain in the world has said those words.
Okay?
It just bothers me. Am I wrong?
Yes.
Why?
Well, because you are sitting there saying that you should have control over everything, because nothing
No,
else
I
should
don't
have
want any fucking
control.
control. I just want my boat.
But have
I-
control. You're a captain, you have control.
Well, I'm trying to figure that out because all I wanted to do was kill Jacob. That's all I've ever wanted to do. I wanted to get the boat to kill Jacob.
Why?
Because he killed me! Because he
So
killed
it is-
innocent people. I did the right fucking thing one fucking time. I got killed for it. My friends got killed for it. It's not fair.
I'm sorry?
Not fair.
Are you willing to listen for 1 second
Yeah,
without getting upset?
I am always upset at the minute.
Yes, I get that.
But I will
opinion.
listen. I'm
Okay.
not. I'm not chastising you. I'm just asking you to question.
This vendetta, if you continue on with it, I believe will lead to all of our downfall.
I just want to know now. I can't give a fuck if you kill him or not.
We
I
shouldn't
kill
kill him.
people on. Wow.
Not yet.
I can't get. If we need to kill him, I'll kill him. But chopping through some of my old friends, and they were just as clueless as they were the day I left that fucking boat.
Do you wish me to stop?
I just wish you to think. I don't. You're clearly smart in terms of time and things, but I just wish you to think about the power and the control you have over things. Are you 100% certain it won't make things worse? You can't be.
No.
No one can be. And I think that's why people don't do those things.
So, just so I understand completely, Josiah, you are angry with me because I told you not to kill a man that you are trying to hunt down because he killed you, and you're in some sort of vendetta, but you are using that to turn it against me in order to bring my own choices in life against me. You have alluded to the fact that apparently
Yeah.
I am sort of like.
I'm really not
my
trying to
ex.
fall out with you. I want to work with you. I don't think you're bad. I don't want to fall out with you. I don't want to argue with you. Why have we had problems in the past? I think that's it. I think you can be detached. I think you can. You were making decisions and making plays. Is it rational? Probably not. Is it because of my past experience? Yes, it is. I'm not trying to have a go at you. I'm not trying to accuse you of everything. I'm just trying to say where my place is and what I'm thinking. I'm not trying to throw your past back.
How can I be better? What can I do?
It's a million gold question, isn't it? What can I do? What can you do? Take responsibility for things? I'm not saying you don't, but that's what I need to do.
There's 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Rolls around. Nivara, you remember, as part of your ritual, you are to cast water breathing on the rest of the crew and yourself and Josiah. And I believe we'll end the session there.
Yeah.
Oh, it is 10 o'clock.
Yeah, that's what I say, Liam.
Realise why I did it. Like, why I chose 10 o'clock is very specific, right?
We'll leave,
we'll
leave it with you guys.
Yeah, it's all about numbers.
Yeah, we'll leave it with you guys. 1 day out from the space where the ship token is on the map. Obviously, if sendings are wish to be done, they can be done. But until then, my dear fellow adventurers and intrepid watchers, if you're watching on YouTube, this video is about to self-destruct and end in 5. Now, goodbye.